Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting edition of Chico and the Tanman Show. I am your host, the Tanman, and here, of course, is my partner in crime, Chico.
What's up, peoples?
What is going on? First, before we start the show, I'd like to say again, thank you for tuning in to us on the reg. And I'm sorry that with the schedules, we're kind of like we try to stay somewhat consistent on the days we put out, but I mean it's pretty consistent. I say give it a day or two, but it still stays. You know what I mean? So, but again, we just want to say thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate all you guys. And before we start, especially not only can you find us on the YouTubes, but we also want to tell our podcast listeners that you could tune into us over here, over on our home Anchor, of course, but also if you have Spotify, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Radio Public, Pocket Casts, and of course Apple Podcasts, you can tune into us over there. If you don't want to watch, you just want to listen. If you have a second too, especially for Apple Podcast users, please go over there and give us a review. It helps us a lot, especially getting eyes and ears on us. We want to move up that list too because it gives us more exposure, so we can bring our content to more people. On top of that, please, when you get a chance, hit the like button on here, and if you want to hit that bell for the reminder, so you know when we drop. Because, like I said, sometimes we're a day or two late on our consistency, but at least when you have the little bell thing, it'll let you know that we just dropped it. So with that, yeah, thanks again, and we're gonna go ahead and start the show. So what's going on, man? What do you? I know you've been busy.
Yeah, fucking work is having slams right now, dude.
Oh, I know. I feel you, man. But I mean, it's not as like crazy for me during the time, but it's getting close. You know how like as it gets closer to the holidays, but just this COVID thing in general is just fucking
Yeah,
crazy,
like for
man.
us right now, since like all like usually before winter starts, a lot of companies try to get in their bids in,
Oh
try to get it ready
yeah,
beforehand or whatever. So a lot of our stuff, like around this time, we get pretty sick,
yeah.
and then around this time, people like to take vacations, and I'm stuck doing all the holidays.
Man, I can relate, man. I can relate. But
I'm like, yeah, it's fine. Everybody go on vacation. I'll stay.
right,
Yeah, no
fuckers,
worries. I had no plans. I don't want to go out. I don't
bastards.
want to do
Yeah, I
anything.
know.
Douchebag.
Okay,
At
so
least they
like,
bring me back a keychain. At least they bring me
oh
back.
hey, at least you got that. Fucking. That just reminds me of an episode of What We Do in the Shadows when I think you and me watched that episode when it was with Haley Joel Osment. And then they like zombify him, and they took him to the thing, and then the dude gives him like the little name
Is it a
tag,
keychain
the
or the
keychain
shirt?
name tag.
Oh,
No, it was
oh,
a key,
that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay,
the
yeah,
license plate little
yeah,
keychain
yeah.
thing. And
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
it's so funny. Didn't one of them say like condom or something? It was something
I'm,
funny.
I'm trying to remember because the dude couldn't find his name, so he just had to pick something.
Yeah, he fixed
But it
something,
was something stupid
but
like
then you
that.
find
Yeah.
out like he ran a racket to where they all the zombies like he purposely made
Oh,
it to where they
that's
had to
right.
come back, and he made them
He
work
just put him to work. Yeah.
on the keychains, and it's like
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
put whatever they said when they were dead.
Yeah.
So like the one dude was like saying condom or something or whatever.
Yeah.
It was some shit like that. It's so funny. Um, but so you're working, man, a lot. So on your downtime, man, are you still like catching up on shows or watching anything new or?
I'm trying not to dig into like a series just because, like I said, dude, I'm working this ridiculous amount of hours, right? So I can't really, when I sit
Or
down and watch
pass out.
something, yeah, dude, you know what I mean?
I
I'm
have
like,
that problem, man.
yeah, dude, I wake up and Netflix, are you still watching?
Yeah,
Damn, what
yeah.
episode was that? Did
I
I leave
know.
off?
I'm glad it doesn't go too far with Netflix. But some of the ones that suck, like I wish Hulu would kind of do a thing like that, but it'll keep going,
I
man.
noticed that Prime does it.
But it stops it.
Yeah,
That's
Prime
good.
started doing it.
I don't know if Hulu's.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't watched like a big series like back to back to where maybe it does that now. But I just remember Hulu. Like I would watch a series or something, and then it would it would keep going, man. So I'll be like,
Yeah, that's how HBO is, dude. You start
yeah,
watching something, they'll finish next thing you know, I'm done.
yeah, done
What the
the whole
fuck, dude?
series. Yeah,
Where
you
am
wake
I?
up.
Like,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
How long?
exactly.
Because I can't. The good thing about Netflix, dude, is like, and it's kind of spoiled me, I think, because you could pass out watching something and everything turns off after a while.
Mhm. Oh
You're not
yeah.
responsive because I have it on my Xbox,
Hmm.
so the Xbox turns off, the TV turns off, right? But I'll pass out watching HBO, it goes
Mhm.
on all night, dude.
Oh yeah. I don't
I'm
have a
like,
timer on my TV. I don't want to
nah, I
set
don't have
that.
that either.
I don't
Yeah,
want to set that.
yeah. I'm
But
worried that I might fuck it up and it's like off every hour or something like
Yeah,
that. And
something. Yeah, I don't mess with like try to mess with those type of settings or whatever.
like I got
Yeah.
my timer, the off button, or
I know.
but it
I'll
comes
wake
back and
up.
bite me in the ass, like I said, like the HBO thing.
Man, speaking of that, I missed it. I might actually watch it tonight, later tonight. But it's that HP Lovecraft Country premiered yesterday,
I finally
and I
saw a
heard good
trailer for
things.
that,
Isn't
dude.
it look crazy?
It looks out there, dude. Like what the fuck?
But didn't I tell you like its take? It looks like they're taking the Watchmen route and kind of you're following, like it's like takes place in the past. And
Yeah,
follows
I know what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
kind of
It looks cool, man.
both.
I'm excited. I hope it's like not too
It
crazy where it
reminded me a
takes me
lot
out.
of True Detective. Like I got that vibe from it. Like season one, True Detective.
Right, right.
Right when it was like the same premise. Like it's somebody's telling the story, but it's like flashbacks and nowadays and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
Oh yeah.
it looks interesting as hell.
So
Dude.
you watching movies? So if you're not watching a series, are you watching just catching
Yeah,
the old movies, or you're watching some new
something
ones?
like that. I watched that Project Power. Is that what
I
it's
was gonna.
called?
Oh, okay, I was gonna tell you
I
about
watched
that.
that. I
Let's go
watched
ahead.
that.
Let's go ahead and let's talk a little bit about that. So people like there might be some spoilers or whatever. We're gonna try our best not to, but I want to talk to him a little bit. So if you guys don't want to, hear it, like kind of tune out or skip forward for a little bit. I don't know. I'll try to like raise my hands or like say something to our podcast listeners when we're like, okay, we're done. But yeah, go. Would you first of all let me hear? What did you think about it? First of all,
I liked it. I didn't think it was like amazing or anything like that. Well, I don't think it was the greatest thing Netflix has ever come up with, but I did like it a lot, dude. I thought it was dope.
yeah, it was fun.
I don't really get why Machine Gun Kelly keeps coming out in these cameos or these Netflix movies, but
Wait, who was he in that?
he was a dude that was on fire.
Oh, he was Newt.
Yeah, is that what his name was?
Oh, I just didn't recognize it because I thought Machine Gun Kelly was like
What's
a lot
weird, 'cause-
taller or something. Like
Yeah,
he
he's
seemed
tall as
short
shit,
as
dude.
fuck, dude. Are you
But-
sure that was him?
Yeah. That
Okay,
was him.
well I didn't.
'Cause I didn't even recognize him in that the Dirt movie, the Motley Crue.
Oh, I definitely recognize him.
I didn't recognize him, dude.
Oh,
I
okay,
didn't,
that's
dude.
weird. That's weird that you recognize him in this. I recognize him. In
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
That's
Watch is the only reason I recognize him because I didn't recognize him in that one because I didn't really know what he looked like.
weird. Right.
Like a lot of the musicians that I listen to, I actually don't know what they look like. I just listen to the music, sort of deal.
Right. Yeah.
So sometimes when I watch like music videos and stuff, I'm like, huh, I didn't expect that face.
Well, I was gonna say like going back to like Power, like I think yeah, it was fun. Honestly, it just seemed like it would have benefited because they kind of give you a taste of that world. I wouldn't have minded it being a series to like get a taste of like New Orleans and how the cops I kind of wanted almost like a GCPD route where how like a cop you see how cops would deal with people with superpowers like with this drug. You know what I'm saying? I kind
Yeah.
of think that would have been cool as a series, even if it was like a short-lived series, like a one season or two,
The one off, yeah.
or a one-off. That would be kind of cool. Because I kind of want to deal. I wanted to delve more into honestly like Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character and like what his motivations were of like. Obviously, he cares about like you hear he literally tells you I care about my city, but like you care about your city, but what makes you different from the other cops? What makes you go that extra level of taking what you're fighting against? Because he was taking the pills to help fight back. So I mean, I don't think like he would have been like the only cop to think of that. So I would have liked to delve more into that. Now here's what I have to say. Speaking of Joseph Gordon-Levitt, I don't know because I'm not from that area, but I couldn't hear either
His accent.
he was doing a terrible like New Orleans like Cajun accent or he was doing a really good Southern accent. I got the Southern part to it, but was it supposed to be a Southern or was it supposed to be a Cajun accent?
I didn't hear any Cajun, dude.
I didn't
Like,
either,
I
right?
didn't hear any.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because
so
it took me a while to realize that they were in New Orleans. I know they said it, but sometimes I don't pay attention to that shit.
right.
The only time I really realized that they were in New Orleans is because they had their Saint shirts
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff like that. Then
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
took me a minute.
okay. So
Mhm.
that's why they sound funny. Because
Mhm.
a lot of people didn't have the Cajun accent either. They sounded Southern, but not really like that. At least, I guess people in New Orleans don't really sound Cajun. I guess, I've never been.
I mean, I've been once, but it's not like I interacted with like a lot of people. I had, our friend, shout out to Cole. we went down there because he had family and stuff, but we didn't really like it was just us. We didn't really interact with a whole community of
Uh,
or whatever. But
Mardi Gras.
yeah, no, we were there for that other second big festival they have. Not that one. It was like the second biggest one, and that thing was crazy too, man. It was just,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know some of my friends, like our friends, Andrew and Julie, they
Mhm.
went for the Jazz Fest thing, which I wanted to go, but it was one of those my Mexican trips, so I couldn't go to both, So
Yeah, yeah. I know, man. And now it's like
yeah,
next
I'm not
year.
going anywhere. Yeah,
Yeah, next year, man.
yeah,
So yeah, I don't know. I didn't expect it to go the route it went. I mean, at least the trailer made it seem like it was more like a buddy cop thing. It made you think like Jamie Foxx was a cop too, but he's on his own separate path, and they
yeah.
only had interaction toward the end. Um,
When the worlds collided.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, I like Jamie Foxx's character. I mean, like I said, it's Jamie Foxx. He's like a good actor. So like,
He was getting fucked up, bro.
he's dude
But I like that
he
shit.
was
Dude.
fucking shit up though. Like I like
Yeah, yeah.
that whole club scene. He was like owning.
Yeah,
Like
yeah. Like I actually like when the main character gets fucked up like that, dude. When it's actually when they ground him, he's only mortal. I like when they do shit like that, dude. I really
Mhm.
do. Like John Wick he gets fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
not invisible.
But I mean, in reality, Jamie Foxx only got like shot 2 times. Like he didn't really get that fucked up.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean-
only bullet wounds.
No, but I'm just saying, like normally, like John Wick got fucked up, like
yeah, yeah. He also
stabbed,
had
shot,
bullet
hit by
fucking
cars.
suit and shit.
Yeah, yeah. But I was just saying, like I think most of the time Jamie Foxx was more of like the dominating character in that. Like when it came to, I just
Well,
feel
his
like
characters too, dude. He's this. All
well, he
his,
knows like
Yeah.
what they do, and like he knows about that because like his daughter is involved in that. But I like the fact that
I didn't expect that route to go with him. Like I didn't expect that his motivation. Yeah, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, I know.
be
It's
honest with
weird.
you.
It's weird. I mean, it almost like it was almost going like the boys kind of route where it was like,
And that's what I was getting that vibe, dude. That's what I was getting from
Yeah.
it at the beginning. And
but
then
different.
Like,
But it was like
Twist.
he was experimented on, but like he didn't get. I mean, they made the pills from the experiments, but not like. Well, I wouldn't say they made the pills, but they made some breakthroughs with him and his soldier friends. But
Yeah.
like really, what came is what they passed the genes on to the next generation, which of course was his daughter, and that's where they came up with like she got powers, like born with it, not like a
yeah, natural.
yeah, natural,
thing, yeah.
born with it because of what they did to him. But I do like the aspect of the pill, like you take it and it's like you got 5 minutes, and then
Yeah.
whatever you have, that's what your makeup is. And I like how it was like based on kind of animals, so it wasn't
Yeah.
too
I thought that was
crazy.
pretty cool, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it wasn't like Superman people, but it was more like realistically, I guess, grounded as you can be for kind of a movie like that. And I would say it makes me really think about that animal he was talking about with the shrimp or whatever, man. I'm like, damn, bro, like they're that badass, like that's scary as fuck,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah,
I'm not
like I
gonna
thought it
spoil
was
people
concept.
what it
I
is.
didn't think I'd like you said, like I didn't expect the powers to come, like to originate from from that. I thought it was pretty cool.
I honestly expected it to be like a way worse scenario where she's like
Dude,
all
it
like
cracked me
laid
up, dude,
out on
the-
a table.
That fucking the camouflage shoot cracked me up. I'm like, oh shit.
Oh
can you see
yeah,
that?
yeah, hell yeah. And I like the actress. I don't remember her name or even her character. I just remember her. I like her in that. If she wasn't like she really isn't a young teenager. I heard she's actually like in her like late 20s.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's a midget.
But she's in a lot of things, and but no, I liked her. I thought she had like a good personality, good smile. She didn't follow that too much of that cliche of like the annoying little kid.
That's what I liked about it, dude. It wasn't that annoying thing.
Mhm.
Like she was actually a pretty unique character.
Yeah,
Especially from that type of roles. Like
her and Jamie Foxx's interaction were good, and even her and Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. But yeah, I would say it's okay. I mean, this is definitely a good Netflix like stay at home. I don't know if I would have caught this in the theater, or I don't know if I would have given it.
Oh, there
good
would have been a
rating
whole
if it was
lot of
in-
convincing.
I think I would have
for me
been
to
more
go.
disappointed if I would have saw this in theater. To be honest with you, because
Yeah.
the way the direction of it, and the way they made you think it was, but then it kind of wasn't that way. I think this is a good Netflix movie. But yeah, I think it was good. It was fun. I'm glad they didn't like they kind of did with the last movie with Charlize Theron.
The Old Guard.
Old Guard, they kind of set it up for a sequel. I just like how this just had a thorough line of beginning to end. Like it
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
set it up for a sequel. I just like how, I mean, it could if they wanted to, but I like how it just has
It would. I
a
don't. I
one
don't think it'd be
story.
the same. It'd be pretty forced. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
the
yeah.
way
Because
it ended, I
I
think it'd be
mean,
pretty
yeah, yeah,
forced.
exactly. Like they kind of made it like obvious, but I'm just saying, I'm glad they didn't do like a setup or after credits, like kind of, or there's more, kind
Mm.
of thing. So,
And
yeah. So I
and
don't know. I
then
would say this is like to me, like what would you say like out of 5? What would you give this?
I would probably go with the 3.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 3.5 for me. I
Yeah.
think. I don't know,
Like
dude.
I don't.
I don't know if I gave Old
I
Guard
wouldn't get a more of
better.
a like a negative review. I wouldn't.
No,
I wouldn't. You know
three
what
and
I
a
mean?
half is pretty good. I think
Yeah, dude.
3.5
You
is
know.
pretty good. It's like fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's worth a watch. I think.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Oh, speaking of that, did you? I know you've been busy. Did you happen to use that credit? Are you gonna use that credit for the Sandman thing?
I haven't used it yet, dude.
Okay,
I can't really do it during work either because it's like watching a movie. It distracts my mind. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
dude.
I gotta, you know.
Yeah, but like you, I don't know if it has a thing, but make sure you use that credit too because,
Yeah.
yeah, you got to use it, man. Do it when you're driving to work, man. Listen to that shit.
Wow. I work from home, brother.
Mm. That's right. I keep forgetting. Sometimes you go in the office, but you haven't lately, right?
Randomly, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Here and there, it's all because of the pandemic. I don't really work from home all the time. It's just because all the crap that's going down.
yeah,
I got my
yeah,
home office.
I understand.
Yeah.
Uh, so I want to talk a little bit about not only that, but I got to this weekend play the Avengers beta.
Oh, did you? Man, how was
Man,
it?
you missed out, dude.
Yeah.
Not really, because the open beta is actually this weekend coming up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you don't have to pre-order, but I would say it was fun. The
Uh-huh.
story mode was cool for the little bit they give you. I honestly, because you kind of had to play as Kamala Khan or Hulk. Hulk obviously is a lot of fun. Kamala Khan was okay. She seems like she's the one that you kind of like leads the story. I was more waiting for like, let me get through the story so I can start unlocking people to play as, right?
Uh-huh.
And
Is it only those two you get?
F first in the story mode it is. But then once you get past like 2 missions, then you unlock more people,
Uh-huh.
and then you get
Like,
to and then you unlock multiplayer. So you get Iron. So the ones you get to play as in this beta is Hulk, Kamala Khan, Iron Man, Black Widow. I think those are the only ones. Yeah.
uh,
So once you unlock that, I went in and jumped in. So the story mode was okay so far. Gives you the hang of it, and then once you hit multiplayer, it's like fun because it has it to where you do these missions. There's some open world missions, and then you could do like war room missions, like kind of like in the X-Men,
oh,
where
that's
it's like
dope.
digital
Yeah, yeah.
stuff. So you could just like build up and rank up your character and get more gear that way, or you could do the like missions and it's like more open, and then it's like here tackle this objective and stuff, like help these shield agents and all that, and then you play with multiplayer. But multiplayer is a lot of fun. I mean, it's cool as shit. Like I was Widow, and dude, she is, because I want Cap, but since Cap's on the beta, I was like, one wants some hand to hand combat shit. So let me play as Widow.
Cap is dead. Dog.
I know,
Cap
dude.
is dead.
Yeah, yeah, he's dead.
is dead. Should have worn more than Hucky.
I know. Well, you know what? I can't wait for when I unlock more gear. I want to get him his classic outfit. That's what I
Yeah.
want. That's what I want to put on him. But dude,
I
they
want the
have
Punisher.
the
Cap
oh, that'd be
outfit.
cool as shit. In the store though, you can already unlock the stuff, and they got Iron Man's original, like old school, like with the where it was like how it was like the red cutoff, right? I forgot which Mark suit it is, but it's like the animated series or the earlier comic ones where it was like red up here, then it
Yeah, I
stops
know what
here,
you're
then it's
talking about,
yellow,
yeah.
and then it's like the simple helmet.
Actually,
it
at
looks
the
like
shoulder.
it looks like the Rocketeer helmet, kind of like the
Yeah,
front.
yeah.
Yeah, I immediately bought that. I was like, hell yeah, you get to
Yeah.
play as that. That was cool. But I got to play a little bit with like the practice with Iron Man. He's a lot of fun. I like how it's almost like Anthem where you could stop in flight. You could like makes you fly. You could shoot dudes, and then you can immediately just take off really fast and just blast while you're flying real fast. That was cool. Hulk is a ton of fun. You can literally grab people in combat. You can just
What,
use
grab
them.
them and throw them?
You can not only just throw them, you can just use them as a weapon, or you can
Yeah,
just slam them like Loki, kind of
yeah, yeah.
thing. That was cool. It's a lot
You
of like,
nunchucks ass motherfuckers.
yeah, it's cool, man. And like, I mean, it's kind of intricate. It's simple enough where everyone can get in and have fun, but when you get to like some of the missions are it's like, hey, your level's too like small, because I tried doing these harder levels with some people online, and we got owned, dude. Because not only is it a ton of people, like the level is real hard, so it's a real grind, and it really tests your because you can dodge, and if you time the dodge right, it'll kind of slow down, and it allows you to open up for an attack. And it has indicators, so when the camera's focused on like one dude you're fighting and someone's about to hit you, it'll show like a little kind of red dot, like the direction, and then you know when to hit why, kind of like Batman Arkham a little bit, but not as intricate as that. Obviously that's more
Uh-huh.
intricate, but it gives you enough to where you're like, oh shit, dodge, blah 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 blah, blah, and then dodge, and then do that, and then there's a countering, you can counter. There's a lot of like in-depth stuff that you can get in. So a few of the issues I had was like, sometimes the camera would zoom in a little too much to where, like I said, you don't know what's going on. I think sometimes the targeting, like you got to click in the left joystick to, like, if you want to target a specific character to fight. Sometimes when I was clicking it wasn't like working for me sometimes. But it does track good enough to when there's like 4 or 5 bad guys around you. When you're fighting, it tracks it to where it'll automatically kind of like punch this dude, and then you can kind of use the joystick a little and it'll focus, so it wasn't too annoying. I just think this is more fun with friends. You definitely like this game. I definitely would want to be like, all right, Chico, like let's go on like now and let's play together, because I think that's where the fun of it is. And the creators did say, you and me talked about this, they did hint that you will be able to do team fucking combos, and they did indicate the Iron Man Cap combo thing
They
with the
have to,
shield.
bro. They have.
But here's what I want. I don't want it to be like you hit this button, I hit this button at the same time. I want it to be manual. Like, I want it to be like, Chico, you're like, all right, I'm gonna do ion cannon, dude. Like, there's like a group of guys. I'm gonna ion cannon block, and I want to be like, okay, I got you, and I want to be able to hit the block button. You ion cannon. I want it to be like us manually doing it together and getting us that
Yeah.
satisfactory.
Like a little bit more
shit.
technical with it.
Yeah,
And shit,
bro,
yeah.
like communication and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And they did hint that there is also another, like, why they were talking about that. They were like, yeah, there is like a good Thor combo in there too. Like, so they're hinting at these things. I can't wait to see that. But when I was like Widow and jumping on, doing scissor kicks and like scissor grabs, and like you and her like Cable to like go toward people, it was a lot of fun. So I'm excited about this game. I hope they improve on some of the stuff. Like, some of the online connectivity was kind of annoying. Sometimes like it wouldn't give me a fourth person, but I was also thinking maybe it's because people didn't want to play as Kamala Khan.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they wanted
Not
like
this bitch again.
Yeah, I know, man. It's kind of sad because like she's like I mean, I never read her. Like, she was like,
Well, the thing is, to she's really unknown. Like, you know what I mean? Like, especially if people are just going into this more of the MCU world
yeah,
and not so much the comic world. They don't know who she is. And I think it's cool that they even have her in there. I think it's cool that she's one of the main characters.
yeah.
Bring her out there. Like, it's cool. I actually low key want more of the lower, unpopular. I want to say unpopular, but the
Yeah, she's
unknown
actually pretty popular
heroes.
with like the newer, younger, like teens, because she came about when I wasn't really, that time period of where they were introducing new characters in like Marvel, like in
Like
the
Squirrel Girl and all
in
that
like
stuff.
the early 2000s, kind of, or like they were like, yeah, prominent some of those more like lower characters and then making them more popular, like Squirrel Girl. But Kamala Khan, like, I just know like how we always want more like Hispanics to be known. Kamala Khan's like Hindu and stuff like that, and like it was a big deal when it was like, oh, this character's she's really cool. She took on the Miss Marvel name, like she's an Inhuman. Like, it was like a lot of good things. So I just think for the ones who are playing this game, yeah, they probably don't know her too well, but I hope fans of her who are excited about this game represent, man, play more of her. Because she was cool. Like, I didn't know too much. I knew she could like have big hands, but she's kind of almost like an Inhuman Mr. Fantastic, but not as like flexible. Like, she doesn't turn into a ball and do all these weird stuff. She just has like big fist, and she can like her like because everyone has like an alt, right?
Imagine her a Dugan, cuz.
What?
Imagine her a Dugan.
Oh, I know, right? Oh shit, she kind of does that. Like she has one of the
Yeah.
powers because like you have like the set powers where it's like LB RB is like your special like powers, and then you hold LB RB at the same time, and that's your like your your ultimate. And
Yeah.
like hers is she kind of does do like this uppercut, pushes people back. But when her ultimate is like she gets really like stretches like longer, so she kind of like she doesn't get big like Ant-Man, but she just elongates big, so she looks taller and her fists are huge, and she just like wrecks, and she can dodge automatically. Like she'll wiggle like to dodge things when automatically when she's like that.
Uh-huh.
So she's an interesting character, and I didn't I was hoping they wouldn't make her annoying in the story because she's very like kiddish and she's like all excited like
Teenagers.
yeah,
Wise, yeah, yeah.
she wasn't annoying. I'm excited about the story though. You pretty much fight AIM and cyborgs and stuff. So AIM,
Mm-hmm.
all the characters had different
Modak.
weapons. Yeah. So I'm telling you, man. I know you might. I think this is. I think this is probably one like you and me would grind a lot because it's meant to be like you grind. Like it's meant to
Yeah.
be played a
Well,
lot.
what I was worried about is when it come out, because it was coming out this year, right?
September 4th.
And I was worried that I was get it, and then I get sidetracked with Halo.
Well,
You know?
we're gonna
Yeah.
talk. Yeah, I mean, well,
Yeah.
let's.
Which I think it just cleared out my schedule.
Yeah, let's since you brought that up, we might as well talk about that. But yeah, definitely the beta, man. Go play the open if you have a chance. I mean, you're busy this weekend, but dude, to pre-order this game because I'm gonna tell you we're gonna play it. Like we're gonna
Yeah.
fucking play this game. But speaking of that, yeah,
Get your Mountain Dew, code red.
So since you will be playing this game because just like you said, we're gonna go ahead and talk about it right now. Halo Infinite got delayed till next year, man. And
That's heartbreaking, bro.
Fucking sucks.
It's heartbreaking, dude. Like you know, dude. Like I picked up Halo 5 again. You know.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I started to check up that rust.
Getting ready.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I get it, man.
So I was getting down, dude. I was getting down.
It sucks.
Not
dude.
saying I'm not doing it anymore. I mean, I haven't, but
Yeah.
you know, it is heartbreaking. You know?
It's heartbreaking,
like,
but I kind of understand.
Oh, completely.
But yeah, but
I do.
They went ahead and they gave a statement on Twitter and stuff, and it said today I want to share an important Halo Infinite development update with the community. We have made a difficult decision to shift our release to 2021 to ensure the team has adequate time to deliver a Halo game experience that meets our vision. And it goes on. It says a result of multiple factors and challenges and stuff like that. So I'm not going to read the whole statement, but honestly, I don't look at this as it's sad, but I don't look at this as bad. I want a good fucking Halo game.
Absolutely, dude. I'm okay with it. Like it's heartbreaking, but you know what? I understand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
No,
I feel you, dude.
And
like you and I talked about it before. Like I'd rather have a delayed game than an unfinished, fucked up game.
I know. But like
You
this
know
is like their like launch game for the new system, dude. That's the problem. And now it's kind of like I guess the one thing I would look forward to is Cyberpunk. Like that would be the one that would want to experience the
With
new
the new
Xbox.
system,
Yeah.
You don't want GTA 5, could? Come on.
Or
man.
Destiny. More Destiny. No, but a lot of people, believe it or not, they were kind of saying like the graphics, like it looked nothing spectacular and amazing. Do you think
No,
that
like
is another reason that they're hearing some people too, and they're like, maybe we need to like step it up more? I thought it looked fine.
I liked it. Like I said, like it did look different. It did to me kind of look cartoonish, but I don't think it was anything wrong with it, dude.
I think people's expectations expected more like graphically like
more realistic. Yeah,
like colors. Like I don't know what they expect from trees. I mean, it looked beautiful to me.
I'm like, even like Guardians, that the fucking graphics on it were off the chain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I like the way they did their whole Forerunner technology. Is complete different. Looks fucking dope. I'm
just glad they brought the brutes back. Like that was cool.
Oh
like,
man, dude, I'm really excited about it too, man.
Yeah.
Like the banished and stuff like that. I'm really excited about it, dude.
Yeah,
I immediately dove in. I'm like, all right, where are we at? Where is this? Because it looks like they're not really following straight off of Halo 5. They're going straight out of like Halo 2, was it Halo Wars or whatever?
Maybe. Oh
or
yeah, maybe.
Like
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, probably.
So to me, it's
probably
just like it's probably in between. You know what I mean? Like like maybe I don't know because
I don't know. It seems like it all connects. I think.
Yeah, because like, well, Halo 2,
Because
like
remember, he
Halo
got
Wars
found
did.
again. He got found again by the dude. Remember, the pilot found him in
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah,
clips we
yeah.
saw. So it's definitely after. I don't know if Halo Wars 2. I don't know what time period that takes place. I don't
Well,
play
that's the
the
thing.
Halo
No
Wars.
reason, like, it's like, because I looked it up, dude. I immediately looked it up, Like, I
Okay.
randomly, dude, look up Halo stuff. Like,
Hmm.
because
Okay.
there's so much shit,
I
dude.
did
There's
too. When
so much
I
shit,
went
dude.
back and looked up like the Didact stuff. Like I went back to the
Yeah.
history,
Hmm.
like where they talked about the Didact and all that. It's fucking weird, man.
Yeah,
It
dude.
goes,
Like, how the Warden came to be and all
yeah,
that
the
stuff. Like, to me,
warden,
it's fucking
how
out there, dude.
the
The Librarian.
flood,
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, Didact and all
It's
that.
it's 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 a
It was the
I,
Didact, right? Or am I
mhm.
referencing a different ant? Okay, I
Halo
was like, huh.
4. Halo 4 is
Okay,
a
I was
Didact.
making sure I wasn't referencing another sci-fi movie that was like that. I was like,
Yeah,
Didact sounds
yeah.
about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he tried to go against the Forerunners technically, and the
Well, what
Forerunners
was
like,
weird
hell
about
no.
that whole thing, like when I was diving in, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of scared to keep going further because like the humans were technologically like amazing, they were like advanced, and then they like had that war and they lost, so then they banished humans, and that's why we're like
Yeah.
in like not technological, like we had to start over kind of thing, and then there was like the
Well,
Forerunners and the
technically, what
Didact.
was it
Like it was
like?
all weird, man. It gets into some
It's
crazy
weird, dude. Because like,
shit.
from my understanding too, I think the world, the universe restarted 3 times
I don't know, something
or
like
something
that.
like that.
I don't know. Like I said,
Like,
it was kind of almost going like the way when I was reading about how the humans were technology, man, it almost sounded like it was starting to talk like almost going like Assassin's Creed route, where like the beings were like advanced, kind of like humanoid type things, and then what I don't know if you guys delved
yeah,
into Assassin's Creed, but like that's what like the whole premise was, like the Eve, the apple and stuff, and like the whole thing with that was like it was like a culture before that was around before like like cavemen or before like
yeah.
humans, and like they were like an advanced kind of like humanoid kind of race, and that's where it, like all spawned. It was all technology kind of thing, so it almost sounded like that. It's
Yeah.
very strange, but anyways, yeah, I was so excited. Like you said, you're deep diving into the lore and everything, but like I said, I mean, I want a good game, and if they can end up making it graphically better to just appease those people, I mean, I don't want them to do what people want. I want them to do what they want. But if it's
Yes.
something that they can do that can also appease them graphically, um,
Will
because it
enhance the
serves a
experience. You
purpose.
know
Yeah,
what I
because it
mean?
serves a
Yeah.
purpose. Go
I'm
for it. Go for it. There's gonna be plenty of other games. I'm sure I'll
because it's
gonna
one of
play
the
on their system.
I've actually had faith in 343, dude. Like, I really was pretty negligent when Halo 4 came out.
Hmm.
I'm like, it's no longer Bungie. They're just forcing the games. You know what I mean? Like, I really, I ended up playing it, but I
Hmm.
was really negligent. Like, I didn't go out and buy it opening day. I didn't do any of that stuff. And then when I
Right.
finally played it, dude, I really like, yo, this is fucking dope. It's still Halo. The
Yeah.
essence is still there, dude. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, the speed and here, there's a few changes, right?
Yeah.
Like, but it's like 343's take on Halo, and I like it.
Do you
I
consider
like it so far.
yourself like, I don't know, because I'm a fan of Halo. I don't know if I could say I'm a hardcore fan to where like people like you said, like to us Bungie and 343, we think, oh, they did a good job, but then you got these like hardcore fans who think like the 343 studios
I'm
didn't
ruining
do
it.
as well, right? And to me, I don't know. If it plays and feels like Halo to me, I'm having fun. I like all the games they do. They're not may not always be hits,
No, no.
but
I mean,
I mean,
ODST sucked.
I didn't even play ODST. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Reach is
I.
still probably one of my favorites, dude.
Hmm.
Reach is my shit. Dude. I love Reach.
Yeah, yeah,
But
Reach
nah,
is
dude.
good.
I don't know, dude. I do. There's people that hate 343, dude. I've read
Really?
some of their stuff, and I'm
Hmm.
just like,
Yeah,
chill out, bro. You know what I mean? Like, calm down, dude. Like, everything's got to grow. Do you really want to keep? I understand, all right. I understand that some of these people, like Halo, is their baby, I guess.
hmm,
But like, dude, come on, man. Like,
yeah,
dude, like they're continuing the story, and they're doing it in an awesome way. They're not destroying anything, in my opinion, dude. Yeah, with like when I first played the Halo 4, I'm like, damn, dude, they killed fucking Cortana.
I know
You know what I mean? Like, how dare you?
exactly. I was
But
like,
dude, but it was such a good story though. Like the way she did go, and the way Master Chief was like, all right, You know what I mean? Like that whole scene of them, her sacrificing herself and stuff like that, dude, was so fucking dope. And then Halo 5 came out, like, oh my god, Cortana's back. Like that's the driving force to Guardians, you know what I mean? But technically, she bad.
Yeah, yeah.
But dude, but that's also what I think what makes it great, such a great story. I'm like, dude, you're up against that person that's been there all the whole way through.
I know, and like the way that that story was going, I would have been fine if that was the end of the Halo series in general, because I was like, it was like you're with her for so long, and they had that dynamic, and then at the end, it's like he had to kill her. Zoro, calm down, please. Stop moving
Sit down,
around. Crazy.
right?
Sit down. I don't know
Sit the hell up.
sit down. Oh my
But nah,
god, he
dude,
wants
I
my
think I
attention.
think it's really, I loved it, dude. I
Yeah.
love I love the heartbreakingness of like I gotta kill this bitch,
Yeah, like that's the
or this,
heartbreaking part of it. Oh,
yeah,
now Zoro's trying to get in the camera. What are you doing?
all right, trying to make out. Give him a kiss, dude.
He's just moving around. I'm just like, what are you
Uh,
doing? Decide what you want. He's going up here, going back
what do
here,
you
going up.
want to do?
What do you want? Um, okay, all right. You want a handshake? Okay. Um, but yeah, like I said, I'm just like I said, I want this game to come out good and be amazing. So if they gotta push it, I
I'd
mean,
rather have a good game than a bad game.
yeah, I
Like
agree.
if they really feel like it's gonna enhance it, or they're not gonna be up to their standards of what they want their game to be, I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
I'm okay with it.
I'm cool
Now,
with
if
it.
it comes out and it's trash, dude, 3 for 3, you're getting it good. But nah, I really doubt it too, man. You know,
Yeah.
I'm actually happy that they're still coming out with Halo games.
Oh yeah, of
You
course.
know,
And like I said, if they would have ended it before, I would have been cool. And then if they wanted to go, which I thought they were gonna go that route, where they were just gonna end with the last Halo and just be done with Cortana and stuff, and then just go back in time and just do it that way. Not
mm-hmm.
even with Master Chief, just the way they explored
I just didn't
Halo
want it to
Reach
be
and stuff
forced. In
like that.
my honest opinion, I just don't want it to be forced.
Right, and
No,
I'm
and
surprised.
it doesn't even feel
No,
that way. 3 for 3, I
yeah,
actually don't think it's been forced. They've been even staying true to their like the weapons. You know,
hmm,
they still introduce new ones and stuff like that, but even the old school, the assault rifle is still nasty. The fucking Magnum pistol is the shit. The
yeah,
needler, so the needler's still there, cut.
fucking Needler, dude, yeah.
My carbine, yeah, dude, fucking load, buddy.
Rocket launcher, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Um,
they're improving it too. They're just not, and they haven't like overdone anything.
no, yeah.
Their form of improvement isn't overdoing it. It's just a little, little actual salt, little seasoning here.
Yeah, of
But
course. No, but like I said, it's good. You know, it's good that they did that and then not release crap. So
yeah,
I'm good for that. Another thing of I want to talk to you, which I find interesting. I saw the trailer for it or the gameplay. Sam Fisher is joining Rainbow Six Siege.
yeah,
And I like this. I like the article about it because it's on ESPN. I think that's cool that ESPN is actually starting to do esport type. They have
yeah,
their own section where
yeah.
it's
I've
actually like
noticed it
reviewing
too. Yeah,
games and stuff. That's pretty interesting.
but
But
it's becoming a sport just about.
I mean, yeah, it's there. I mean,
I
they've been
mean,
having.
technically it's not like a physical, but dude, it's air. There's
Well,
competition
like I
for it.
watch like the Schmodown and stuff, and that's all like trivia and mental, and the people like who are hardcore into that, like they're hardcore, and it's like mentally exhausting when they have these championships between these people. Just it's like nail biting. It's just as exciting, and it's all mental. And you can tell they're mentally drained when you're just trying to come up with this. So I can imagine like gaming and stuff. But by the way, people definitely need to watch the Schmodown stuff because if you like movies and film like we do and we talk about it a lot, it's one of the best examples of taking uh, film and mixing a little bit of like I would say wrestling, which I mean by the like the characters and having the like stakes there of like an actual sport level because now it got to they're on like season what are they season 7 I think it's 7, this is 7, and it's they have teams now, they have drafts, managers. I mean, the Schmodown has grown.
Coaches.
Yeah, it's so much, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, they're not even promoting this, but I watch it all the time. So people like really check out the Schmodown. Uh, it's awesome if you love movie and stuff like that, and the trivia stuff is really good. But about that, like it's like stuff like that, it can be mentally exhausting, and just like the dexterity and all that playing hours. I mean, these people are playing like
Well,
in
the thing is
esports, they're
too,
playing hours,
like
full
the
time.
the pressure alone, I think
Oh my
changes
gosh,
the way you play, dude.
yeah.
Like it's one thing playing at home, it's one thing playing live at home, but it's another thing playing live and
Mhm.
having people or having it be a competition or something.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's a whole different.
Oh yeah,
You know,
definitely.
it's pretty
But
nerve wracking,
but how do
dude.
you feel about this? Because it is all like Tom Clancy stuff. So how do you feel like Splinter Cell being in this world of this Rainbow Six Siege, like a shooter,
I think
a
it fits.
competition? Oh,
I
it
think it
does.
fits, dude. I think it fits very well, especially with like Rainbow Six and Siege is one of the ones that I've been constantly contemplating on getting.
I got it I have it for PC because of friends that got it for me.
Uh huh.
Because they wanted me to like check it out, and I was playing a little bit. I would say I think I jumped on the train too late because the people on there are really hardcore, and like I'm
Yeah.
new.
See, and actually that's the biggest thing that's
That's
holding
the
me back.
problem, I think,
Uh,
because like if the team loses, it's because of me, because I don't know
yeah.
what the fuck I'm doing.
It's Vic again.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like
We'd have invited him, dude.
this noob, yeah. Like, so I don't know, but it's definitely. I mean, I think you could get into it because it's very like Counter Strikey to where you're not running and gunning. It's like check corners,
Oh yeah,
let's
it's very
tactical. It's very
yeah.
tactical.
It's the way you when you used to play Breakout, you
Mhm.
know, you, me,
Yeah.
Pancho, and Frankie.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
it was nerve wracking, dude.
I
It was
know.
intense, dude.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like that. And like now with Sam Fisher in it, it's pretty awesome. He has this uh it sucks they took away his goggles, but I get it, this is supposed to be Sam Fisher in his like mid 60s. So he has like the full beard on, but he has this cool gun that's a camera that you shoot it and it can go through into walls, it can go up through the floorboards and go through windows, and it gives you the classic green like camera aspect that you can see people come around the corner. You can tag traps, you can tag all kinds of things, so you know when people come around the corner. And they were showing some awesome gameplay. He had up on the wall, and he would see a dude come around the corner about to come to him, and then he would switch to himself, and then he had his classic like gun that he uses in the game, and his pistol and his like handgun. I can't remember what kind of handgun he used, but they were just showing how he was using it, and he fits, and it's
Yeah.
awesome. And it makes me kind of excited because if we're getting like the way Sam Fisher looks now, like he actually looks like retired. So could this possibly maybe get people to like, this could be kind of like a let's see how they feel about Sam Fisher kind of thing, and maybe bring in Sam Fisher for another Splinter Cell game, which would be kind of
Which I think pretty
badass.
cool. Like, what if they
Yeah.
reboot it, sort of deal? Because I get it, he's on his way out. You don't want to play that old man
I don't know.
either.
He's old in here and he's still
Yeah.
kicking that ass, man. You're not like
Well, a lot of
splitting on
people,
the walls.
unfortunately, I don't think a lot of people know Splinter Cell now, dude.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, well, the last Splinter
Like
Cell
people
game
our age,
was,
yeah.
yeah.
You know,
Well, right. I would say the last Splinter Cell was what, like mid, like what was it, like
it was
2000?
360, right?
Was that the last one? It
I
wasn't
want to
even for
say so.
Xbox One. They didn't even have like early Xbox One.
I don't know, dude.
Oh,
That's a iffy. I don't know.
what
I
was
don't
the
know.
one where he was like a double agent? Like you had to play as a
I don't
double
know. Hold
agent.
on, let's look it up.
Yeah, look it up real quick. But his gameplay seemed pretty badass. He definitely relies, and he's like, I guess, again, I don't know. I don't play Six Siege. I played it a little bit, but I guess you start off as like I guess he can only play as on the attack team. I don't know if he's like a defensive player or if they have only certain characters. But as like when you're doing the attacking, he looks like he comes in handy, and that camera does so much to help you see who's coming, either around the corners or underneath or whatever. And whoever was playing as Sam Fisher was kicking that ass.
Yeah, I think the last one really was for the 360, dude.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. I wonder. It might be on the backwards compatible, man.
It could be.
Uh,
It could be.
I hope people will download it and play it now that they see Sam Fisher on there.
Blacklist is the last one. That was for the 360. Yeah.
Yeah, that's Blacklist. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
The very
Yeah.
last.
That's
So
crazy, man.
I hate that all my nephews do is like Fortnite shit, dude. I hate it. I hate it, bro. Like, dude, that's not real game. Like, it is gaming, you know. I'm not gonna lie,
Right.
it's gaming, you know. But dude, like, there's so many. There's not only
Yeah,
that,
but at
dude.
least your nephews aren't playing some violent ass shit like we were. At least like that's like the
Fuck
most.
that, dude. Fuck that, bro.
Oh, were they beating up hookers in GTA
I
5?
no, not like that, not like that, dude. All
Oh,
right, not like that. All
kid,
right,
then
I keep
what?
them away from that.
All
All
right,
right.
so what are they playing?
I,
Gears,
I had
chopping
him play
shit.
Resident Evil the other day, dog. Like, screw that. You're gonna play it like this.
I
I
don't
don't.
really. I think that's more. I mean, yeah, there's some fucking
But it's
dark
yeah. But
scenes,
like,
but like it's not
I'd rather
like
have.
them chopping people in half and
Nah,
shit.
dude. Nah. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's
So
not. I don't think it's
Fortnite
that
for
bad.
shooters, at least like when you shoot
I
somebody in
get it.
the
It's rated
head.
G. It's
Yeah,
rated
yeah,
G.
yeah,
I get that.
exactly.
Yeah. I don't know. Apparently, you got Aquaman up in that motherfucker now. I don't know how that came to
Yeah,
be.
what is up with all these like things, man? I don't understand.
I don't
Dude,
know.
did you see that whole thing with Apple with the Fortnite?
I,
Did you
I
see
was
that? Did you
I
see
was
that
actually
video though?
I
Like
was
that
trying to read
campaign?
up on it or what the hell it
Did you
was
watch the
about.
campaign trailer though?
No. Because the thing is, here's the thing.
Yo,
Here's
they
how I found out
slammed
about it,
fucking
dude.
Apple, bro, in that video. They like literally
Here's
made a CGI video to made it seem like they were like being dictators, like
dude,
Apple was like the fucking Fuhrer, dude. It was fucking awesome, man.
bruh. The thing is, dude. I found out about this through my mom watching Spanish news TV, bro. That's how big this is. That issue is. I had no idea what it was. Right. I just saw it was like a whole little, a whole little sketch of Fortnite and the Spanish TV news station was talking about it. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
So I started to read up on it. I don't really get it. I haven't really gotten the real thing of what it's about. But yeah, that's all what I heard. They're bashing fucking Apple. That's what I heard. That's all from my understanding, dude.
Dude,
So
yeah. But
I don't know
well,
what's
cuz they
happening.
like took them off of their app store.
Uh huh.
So
Because I
like
heard
you
something
can't.
else. Because that's bringing about more issues with something else. I forgot what it was. Some other games talking about how if they get kicked out, that's it for them too.
Oh, really?
I forgot the name of the game too. It was actually not popular, but it was. It is out there. It is known.
Yeah, I mean, good on them. Like, if there's something that they're like not doing right, because I think it some violated something about their contract or something when they pulled them off. Hey, man, if they made a video out of it and they're going ham with it, and go for it, man. I'm all
Yeah,
about it.
because they made fun of the old school, right? Their old school commercial from like when like Steve Jobs was around. He was first announcing the what was that computer? It wasn't
What
the
the
iMac. It was the one beforehand.
The
Not
Macintosh?
it wasn't a Macintosh. It was something else. I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was, dude. But it's like one of the first computers Apple actually ever released.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. It was they took that commercial, the ones they made from that, and they're kind of mimicking it, or
Mm-hmm.
little parody of it. That's what the Fortnite was doing, which I thought was like, oh, this motherfucker's getting in deep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like
I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched it. I want to
it's
though.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
It's like I mean it wasn't like supposed to be too comedic. It was just when you see this huge Apple like dictator like spitting,
Yeah.
it's pretty funny. Um, but yeah, so like I said, going back to the Splinter Cell thing, that's cool. It might like spawn another Splinter Cell game, which I would be excited for. So.
I'll play it. I'd probably play it, dude. I played like the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
down. I'm down
Yeah,
to play it.
definitely. Hell yeah. Let's real quick. I want to talk about this the Warner Media trying to like this like eyeing like the $1 billion sale of Crunchyroll. Now this is where I wish I had like Love or or
Oh, the anime
Codex.
thing. Yeah.
Um,
Hit them up right now.
yeah, I know, right? I mean, they're probably streaming right now.
Wake up.
No, they're probably actually on like actually on their streaming platform probably right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're I mean that's like another whole like job for them, which is good for them, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's saying that they're looking to offload Crunchyroll streaming service for asking price of $1 billion because they're trying to. The reason why they're doing this is because I think what I read was they needed to help with like I guess the debt or something like that. but they had to sell off some, so they're like kind of like selling off some things. Um, it says, let me see, let me read a little more here. So what happened was one of the potential buyers is Sony Pictures because they already are operates Funimation. So like Sony is already with Funimation, so they were kind of eyeing Crunchyroll because then it would make sense because then you would have Crunchyroll and
It would
Funimation and they could
just
distribute between the people like
combine forces.
pretty much, yeah. But their move to sell Crunchyroll was previously reported by the information, which said that the media company wanted 1.5 billion for the streamer. But a source familiar with Warner Media's plan said that it was much higher than the company is expecting to get Crunchyroll, which, like I said, they're trying to pitch to Sony, um, which is interesting because Crunchyroll is like big, man. I mean, it's huge. Like people like I said, even Love and all them, like that's what they watch, man. They keep up with the anime. They pay for it. They watch it. I mean, it's like 3 million paid subscribers for that thing, man.
God.
Yeah, dude. And then 70 million registered users. That is freaking crazy. So it's cash cow, but
Is that okay? They're doing it just to get out of debt, right? Is that what from my
yeah,
understanding
because it
too?
said at the end of June, the company reported 143.4 billion in long-term debt that Time Warner kind of built up.
It's like save us some Disney. Is that what they're
Yeah.
doing?
So AT&T, because they're teamed up with them, they've been like selling off like assets to cut like the debt load, and they sold like 10% of stake in Hulu for 1.43 billion. So that's pretty much what they're trying to do, trying to cut back on that long-term debt, which I understand. Which I don't know, man, because like now that we have HBO Max, I saw that Crunchyroll is right up there, and yeah, they don't give you a lot of choices, but then like if they end up
Yeah,
selling it, then it's completely gone, and we don't even get that whole thing. But I don't know.
because I did look it up when HBO. Let's see what interests me. I
Hmm.
just don't know what to pick, dude. More than anything, I don't know what to
Right.
pick.
Well, they don't give
I
you a
don't know.
lot like ones that we might know. I mean, there was a few. There was a trying to remember. There was one I saw on there. It's like, oh yeah, of course they have this on there. But there were some other obscure ones. But they didn't give you the full collection. So does that really like present a big deal to you? Let's say you were curious and you wanted to delve more into like some animes. I guess if they didn't give you a lot of options and they don't give you their full Crunchyroll platform anyways, are you really gonna miss it if they end up selling it?
I don't know. I mean, probably not in the sense of I didn't
Mm-hmm.
really get the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
It'll suck in the sense of why it's like to me it's like why start something if I know I'm not gonna be able to finish it too. You
Yeah.
know me, dude. You
Yeah.
know me, like
Well, like I think to me, if Sony does buy it, it would benefit me a lot because I pay for Funimation, and that's where I
uh,
get My Hero and like the newer Dragon Balls and all the new animes. They don't have everything too because some of Crunchyroll has it. So I think it would benefit me in the long run. Where if they end up teaming up, then I would be able to get a lot like some of the Crunchyroll stuff that's only on there. I could get some of the animes on Funimation if they end up like kind of at least merging to a
combining. Yeah,
sense to where I could pay for like one service and get both. So I mean, for me, I guess in the long run, so maybe it does benefit the anime fans. I think in the long run, if Sony ends up
taking it
purchasing
up.
it,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I mean it makes sense for me. It's like I said, like the HBO thing, like you said too, man. Like it didn't really have a lot of options there.
But it might
You
end
know,
up,
and,
but this might end up helping them. Let's say they get rid of Crunchyroll, then all of a sudden they say, okay, guess what? We're gonna just go ahead and consume our DC app, and we're just gonna put all the DC content as part of the HBO Max. It could leave room for that. Just
yeah,
a
that is true.
speculation. I don't know. I don't know.
That is true. But
But
I don't think there's also a lot of DC stuff in there either.
well,
You
that's what
know,
I'm saying. That's what it would benefit because then they could just kind of consume that DC app
I mean, well,
instead.
their DC stuff is all mainly, in my opinion, all the good shit really is all their animated stuff.
Yeah. So
You
imagine
know,
having all that
watched
access
the
to
New
that.
Frontier the other day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that in
Oh, speaking of that,
Paradox.
I bought Deathstroke. Deathstroke Knights and Dragons or whatever it's called. It's
That's cool.
bloody as fuck.
Who's Deathstroke?
I don't know who does the voice, to be honest with you.
It's an interesting fact. I was watching Paradox. immediately noticed that fucking Michael B. Jordan does Cyborg, which I didn't catch it the first time I
Oh,
watched.
really?
Yeah, I thought it was really cool. Like, oh shit, fucking Creed over here.
Oh shit, dude, I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude.
Wow,
Yeah, dude. I thought it was dope.
that is pretty cool. Oh, okay. So it's starring Michael Chiklis, Sasha Alexander, Astro. So is Oh, I did look this up. Michael Chiklis is Deathstroke.
Michael Chiklis.
Yeah, come on, man. Fucking the Thing, dog. Shield. The show, The Shield. The cop. The guy who plays the Thing in Fantastic Four.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
Michael.
dude.
Yeah,
Is that his name?
yeah.
I thought
Chiklis.
you meant Shield, like Shield,
No, no,
Shield.
no, no.
Like
I meant like Shield, like
the
the
Shield. Yeah,
cop
yeah,
show. The
yeah.
Shield.
The
Yeah,
FX show,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Um,
Sharp
yeah, I
bastard.
forgot he was a good Deathstroke, man. I
Yeah.
honestly didn't even think it was like I didn't pick that up that it was him. Um, it's an interesting story. They kind of like fast forward on some things and kind of changes a few things. Like they introduce his two kids, obviously, Rose and um, God, what's his son's name? Um, Starts with a J. It's gonna bug me now.
Joaquin.
No, 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 no. Remember his son who ends up becoming a Teen Titan who can't talk? Yes, like Jericho. That was his code name.
Uh,
Jericho introduced that. But dude, it was bloody, and they kind of make him kind of like more of an anti-hero than just like I'm just gonna murder people because that's what I'm paid for. He actually, at least in the movie, they made it at least in the beginning because this is kind of like where it's not like he's been doing it for a little while, but he hasn't like at least they didn't make it seem like he's been doing like going being hired to go after like superheroes. He's mostly just been doing like these like hired for assassination of like these like third world leaders or like some like mob dudes or
Fidel
something,
Castro.
stuff like that. Yeah, and but like the way they do it is like he's doing it for because they're like not good people. So he's assassinated. He'll take jobs if it helps in a way, but he's still killing like everybody, kind of thing. So that's how he justifies how he does it. It was good, man. I liked it. It was good
Yeah.
action. Good voice acting. It was very violent. Like you see him literally cut people's arms off and shit, and he
Well,
got
what was
fucked
that
up a
scene off
lot.
of Son of Batman
Yeah.
where he when he was invading? I thought that shit was dope as
Oh
fuck.
yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
dude, that shit was violent too.
I know, man.
I wish a little wanted more of that sort of deal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They take this up a notch. You get to he encounters Bronze Tiger, so there's some Bronze Tiger fighting in there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man. It was fun. I liked it a lot. So
Yeah.
yeah. So
What'd you watch it on?
I just bought it on Vudu
Ah,
because it
okay.
was like a early like release sale. So I was like, well, I'll just buy it digitally anyways. I want to watch this shit. So
Yeah. Are
yeah.
you starting to get more into the buying on digital thing?
I'm only gonna buy physical if it's like big movies. Like if it's ones that I know like I already own or I've seen, or it's like I'm not gonna like like a big. I think now I'm going to do it to where if it's like big event DVDs that I really want, I will buy physical. So like any Marvels or any of these big movies, I'm hyped. Like yes, finally
Well,
I
at
saw
this
it.
point, dude, like it's like for Marvel especially, like I gotta finish my collection.
No, no,
Yeah.
exactly. I still need to
Yeah.
buy. No, like those I'm buying physical because I buy
Yeah.
physical with the digital. But like for like animated movies like that, I'm not gonna. I think I'm just gonna start buying digital again. When it comes to older movies, I'll buy like digital. Like I bought like they had a bunch of sales. I bought Terminator 2 on digital. I bought Popstar Never Stop Stopping. I bought like shit like that. Naked Gun. I bought digital. Like I'm
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. So
I ended
I'm
up buying the hard copy of that, but it was all three of them.
yeah. Oh, see that? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have them. Like, see, I have the DVDs, but some of them aren't Blu-ray too. So I'm updating my like through
See,
the
and that's where I
digital.
am
You
too.
know what I'm
Like,
saying?
especially with the MCU movies, I'm buying Blu-rays here and there just
Yeah.
to
Well,
update
see, I
my.
still need to get. I don't have like. I'm gonna get. I need to order these 3 physical copies. I don't have. I need to get Thor Ragnarok. I need to get Captain
Yeah,
Marvel, and I need to get Ant-Man 2 to finish my collection because those are the only 3 I'm missing out of my
yeah, yeah.
Blu-ray collection.
I'm missing Endgame.
Oh my God! What? Nah,
Yeah,
no,
I
no.
am missing Endgame. I've got a few other ones.
And you go spend like $300 and get that huge like infinity like
I'm not gonna lie, I
fucking
thought about it.
thing.
I thought about it. Like I wasn't gonna tell my girl about it, and
Mm.
just one day, what if these $300 go missing? And I was gonna be like,
I know. Snap my fingers, babe.
you know
Boom,
what?
it's
But
here.
check this out. Are you impressed?
Oh
You know what I
shit.
mean? Like
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
All right,
Oh
I won't
no.
spend anything for the next year or something like that.
Speaking of since we're kind of going into like talking about Marvel and like DC and stuff, the fandom schedule is up.
Yeah, I try to look it up, dude, but fucking I don't know. It had me create a different
Well, because
account.
you're
It's
gonna need that when you want to watch because it's almost like you're going to like a Comic Con, so you need
see, that's what I
log
thought.
in
That's
to
why I didn't
watch.
do it. Like I'm not even gonna. I know I'm not gonna watch it. I'm gonna be doing
You're
something
not gonna
else.
watch it. Do you want to see this lineup here? I'm about to show you this lineup because we're on it. I'm gonna tell you what this lineup is because I'm signed in right now. Okay, so I'm gonna spout these off, and I want you to tell me what you think will be interesting because I'm gonna be there's quite a few of them that I'm sure you're gonna want to watch. Wonder Woman 1984 panel is gonna be Saturday 1 p.m. They got the Warner Brothers Game Montreal announcement. Sandman Universe, Multiverse 101.
Sandman as the one you were talking about, Sandman
Enter
earlier.
the Dreaming. I don't know. It's something different, something new with the Sandman. Introducing Flash panel, Beyond Batman, Suicide Squad panel, Boss Females of Color within the DC Universe panel, Legacy of the Bat, Chris Daughtry performance. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
right.
I know you're gonna want to watch
Oh,
that
let me
one.
get down.
4:30 if you want to watch that one.
4:30. What day?
This is all on Saturday right now.
Uh,
The Joker put on a happy face. Jim Lee portfolio review. Surprise. I'm Batman. The voices behind the cow. Oh my god! If they got all the Batman voices together,
Let me
that would
find
be
out,
fucking
dude.
cool.
Let me find out. And yeah, I'll say you're right. I want to watch this.
The Snyder cut of Justice League. Black Adam panel. CNN heroes, real life heroes in the age of coronavirus.
The hell?
There's a
Jark
one.
Shinky?
There's there's one at 6:50 to be announced. I don't know. They didn't say so. They don't have that yet. Aquaman panel. Ask Harley Quinn. Wonder Woman 80th celebration panel. Tomorrow's superheroes with Jim Lee brought to you by Gold House. Shazam panel. Another Wonder Woman 1984, World War, hold on, the WW84 Cash Play Werewolf 1984. I don't know what that means. Suicide Squad killed the Justice League. The Batman panel, Wonder Woman 1984 panel encore. Okay, so then now the rest are all later encoring. So these are all on Saturday. You're gonna tell me none of these you want to catch because now they're gonna because these are all the way. Let me see the actual before it starts repeating on Saturday. The actual last panel is the Batman panel, which is at 8:30 p.m. on Saturday, and it starts. The first panel starts at 1 p.m. So 1 p.m. to 8:30 is like the live ones, and then that night it's gonna repeat, so you can watch the repeated ones in case you missed them early in the day. I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, I want to see this Wonder Woman 1984 panel. I'm curious about that. That's one of my anticipated movies I want to see. I'm going to tune into that. I'm into Sandman right now, so I probably want to dive in a little bit to see what this Enter the Dreaming is. That's one I want to see. The Suicide Squad panel definitely I want to see. Um, let's see. The voices behind the cow, that would be kind of cool. The Snyder cut, obviously. Black Adam, I'm good. Definitely want to see. Maybe Aquaman. I don't know if they're gonna do any announcement. I don't know. I don't want to hear him talk about the other movie. I mean, it's been a while. Um, Shazam,
James
Shazam.
Wan?
Yeah, I know. Like, I don't know, yeah, Shazam definitely because if this talks about Shazam too, and of course, fucking Suicide Squad kill the Justice League because that's the next fucking um video game that's coming out that by the same people who did Batman Arkham. That's like their next. That was that secret project they were talking about. I mean, dude, like, fuck yeah, dude. And of course, the Batman panel is the last one. And of course, we want to see some fucking shit, man. See what's going on with that. So any
I'll
of those, like,
watch two.
which one? The
I'll
Batman?
do the no,
What? You don't want to see the
no.
Batman panel? You don't want to see a trailer?
I would see a trailer when it comes out on YouTube after the panel.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, truth be told, that's all I really want to see. I don't really want to dive into anything else. Truth be told, it's just because low key, I want to be kept in the dark a little too. Like I do miss those days of us not knowing shit about what they're going to or kind of sort of what direction they're going to go with. I like, especially with this one, dude. I really like the little teasers that Matt Reeves has done, which is,
Dude, I just want to see who. To me, I want to check the panel because I want to see. I kind of want to hear like the other actors who are playing these other characters. I definitely want to see, like, I got to see the Penguin. I got to see like just their Colin Farrell talking about the Penguin. Like I want to hear if he is wearing press. I want to hear his. I'm
see,
very curious about him.
and it's stuff like that. It's stuff like that I don't want to know until I watch the movie. I miss those days. I miss those days, dude.
I know,
feel
man,
like
but
I'm
I gotta,
being
I gotta
spoiled.
know. I gotta know.
Like
some
I'm
of
being,
this
we're
stuff.
like we're being.
We
spoiled,
are spoiled.
Dude.
I mean, I'm not.
Yeah,
gonna lie.
we're being spoiled, dude. And I miss those days.
So the Batman, you want to go completely like you're gonna tell me?
I'd rather watch a trailer, dude.
So you're just gonna watch the trailer? That could give you more of a spoiler than this panel is.
Well, no, I mean think about it, dude. Back in the day, that's all we had.
Yeah.
Back in the
But
day.
also back in the day, they weren't like spoiler trailer. I mean, this one's obviously gonna be a tease. It's not gonna be a spoiler trailer.
Yeah, dude.
This is gonna be a tease trailer.
Yeah. But like back in the day, dude. Like, what was our first trailer for fucking Dark Knight? Was just that one where it's just phasing the white screen of them phasing out, and all you heard was Heath Ledger talking.
Yeah.
Oh, that
was good.
Talking about a fucking teaser, dude.
So hold on. So you don't want to see the Batman. So what are the two?
Kill the Justice League.
The Suicide Squad game. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Because I would.
I mean, Batman Arkham Asylum.
Their
the series was our favorite
sucked,
ones.
Dude.
The last Justice League game.
It was one they made for. I don't know if it was even for the 360. I don't remember, but it was a Justice League game. It was supposedly their answer to Marvel's Ultimate Alliance. It was a Justice League game. I don't remember what it was called.
Oh, okay. I don't think.
But that thing just flopped, dude. That thing just flopped.
Oh, really?
Like it wasn't even interesting. I know I watched the trailer for it, and like, yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so that game and what else?
It's the Joker, the voices of the Joker thing. Just because I think that's interesting to me. That interests me. Like I hope Mark Hamill was there, and that new dude that's doing the Joker lately.
Mm-hmm.
Like the one that did the. Man, I don't remember if he did the Killing Joke or not. But there's a new dude doing the Joker, and he's not that far off from Mark Hamill, but it is a little different.
Mm-hmm.
And I like it. I'm just curious, like put them in the same room. I want to talk,
Yeah.
Let them talk it out. Let's see.
Yeah. Well, definitely Warner Brothers Games Montreal. I'm curious, and like you said, Suicide Squad. I'm excited to see what this game could be. Like, if they're doing like the Arkham version, the Batman Arkham Knight,
are they really killing
Suicide
everybody?
Squad? Yo, like who would you want in this game for Suicide Squad people to play as? And the question is you think this is gonna be a single player game, or is this gonna be like their version to this new Avengers game where it's multiplayer doing missions? Oh my god, but violence. It has to be violent. You can't have Suicide Squad and not.
Well, then, in my opinion, dude, if they were gonna do it this route, one character that I would love in it, Deadshot. But legit fucking Deadshot. A legit Deadshot. I don't want Will Smith in this thing. I want a legit fucking.
No, I think this is gonna be like its own, like what they took with Batman, where it took elements of comics but made it its own. I think it's gonna be the same. I don't think it's gonna be based off any of the movie characters, like looks. Anyways, I think you're gonna get legit Deadshot.
Yeah.
But I want Deadshot. I want. If they're gonna follow the route of Avengers, let's get Deadshot. We got to get Killer Croc, because he would kind of be like the Hulk version of that. Killer Croc, definitely. Of course, Harley's gonna be in this. They're gonna put her in there.
Yeah, obviously they're gonna put the fan favorites too. At least one of the fan favorites.
If they don't put Killer Shark, can we get fucking King Shark, dude? Like let's go. Let's fucking go.
Yes.
Yeah, let's
Absolutely,
go, man. I want some
go.
King Shark, man. Who else could we have in the Suicide Squad? Captain Boomerang, obviously.
I don't want the obvious ones. Like I don't want Bane.
No, but they gotta have Captain Boomerang. He was definitely part of it. Shoot, would they
Well, I want
even?
him to have more justice on him because I loved him in the actual like David Ayers
Yeah,
Suicide Squad, dude. I think out of everybody, I think he, you know what
yeah,
I
oh
mean? Like he
yeah.
was like one of the best true characters in their
Mhm,
thing, you know.
mhm.
At least going to the comics, it wasn't
So
exactly,
so
but I love their take on it,
do
dude.
you want this to be a single player game or do you want it to be
I don't
multiplayer?
know. I'm debating it as we're speaking, dude. I'm thinking about it in my head, like how I want it.
Yeah.
Man, that's a tough one, dude.
Yeah,
That's a
no.
tough
I
one,
think
dude.
the multiplayer route, like Avenger style, I want that more because originally I was like, okay, it's
But
one
it's
player
hard to tell.
game,
Like if you go like Arkham Asylum, it's hard to pick who you want to play as. It's hard to do that, in my opinion,
but
dude.
I know I don't even like when I play Avengers, I know who I want to be. I want to be Cap, but when it comes to Suicide Squad, I have no fucking clue who I would
And you
want
want
to
to be
play as.
everybody. You want to
Yeah,
play as everybody.
yeah. Like Deadshot would be I think one of the fun characters to be definitely because yeah, I don't know, man. Now I'm actually this is probably one I was excited about 84. Now I think I'm more hyped about knowing about this game.
Yeah,
You know
dude.
what
Like
I'm talking.
think about the boundaries of what this could be, bro. Like
And if I mean if they do anything like they did with Arkham, I'm super stoked, dude. Like
like
I
if they go with like RPG style or they go with like like with the new Avengers going, like
mm,
dude, they got to do it right, dude. I
sign me
will not
up.
forgive them. I will not forgive them if they fuck it up.
I don't
I
think they're gonna
cannot forgive them,
because
dude. I can't forgive.
you saw the poster, right? It was a little
Yeah,
that thing looks so sick. It's the X on fucking
yeah, yeah.
Superman. Oh, dude! Imagine like the
I'm like,
boss
fuck that
battles
fool.
are superheroes. Like, imagine doing a
Ooh,
mission. All
Lex
of a
Luthor.
sudden, Lex Luthor wasn't. As
No,
him
I'm
as a
saying
baddie.
no. I'm saying in there.
I don't think they'll put
How
Lex
would they
Luthor.
put? How would they put him in there? How would you play as
I
Lex
don't.
Luthor?
But I don't. I mean, he's not really a Suicide Squad though. Like
No, but I'm just saying, how would you play him in there if it was in there?
he could be another person to get in the way, kind of try to
Yeah.
manipulate the team, like to go against maybe the superheroes kind of thing. Kind of like he could be him and Amanda Waller, obviously, could be doing some shit.
What we were just
Um,
talking about, Deathstroke obviously could be in there.
Dude, I can just imagine playing the game and all of a sudden you're like get to the end of this level and then you see fucking how you would feel like you when you encounter like a badass boss and then the badass boss is Superman and you're like, oh fuck, like,
Right.
oh my
It's
god,
Ben
like on the
Affleck's
other
face.
side of that, on the oh
It's Ben
Jesus.
Affleck's face when he ripped off the top of the
Oh
Batmobile.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
shit,
yeah. I
yeah.
know, like that'd be sick. But dude, you're not excited to finally hear about this Black Adam shit to see what they're gonna fucking do with this? Like
Dude, truth
that's
be told, I'm
curious.
annoyed. Like Jesus Christ, it's been 3 years of you guys talking about it.
But now we get it, and you can watch the panel.
Nah, dude,
You don't
like
want
get
to
out of here,
you
dude.
don't
Get
want to
out of
watch the
here. Talking
Suicide
about it
Squad
for the
panel.
past three
You
wheels.
don't want to watch the
Like
Suicide
3
Squad
years.
panel.
Well, dude, that goes back to I'd rather not know.
Mm,
You know what I mean, dude? Because it's James Gunn too, man. I'd rather be. I've loved what he's released so far. I love the
yeah.
whole
Well,
his
he's
whole
definitely gonna
the
drop it.
title line.
He's
I
definitely gonna
love.
drop a trailer. He's
Yeah, I
gonna drop a
hope, dude.
trailer.
I'd rather just stick with the trend.
I think we're gonna get out of the Wonder Woman panel. We're gonna get a trailer. We're gonna get a Suicide Squad panel trailer. They're probably gonna show some gameplay of hopefully a gameplay trailer, or maybe not gameplay, but CGI trailer of Suicide Squad game. Um, so those are the ones I'm really
I
excited for.
feel like for the whole fandom thing, I think a lot of the panels are just filler stuff.
Well, I mean, we want to know like DC Comics. I mean, the Multiverse 101. I'm kind of interested in hearing. I might catch that because it's gonna delve more into like what they're maybe gonna be doing in the comics. Because right now, what's going on with the comics, like this, especially with the Justice League, is fucking crazy, dude. I
Uh
can't
huh.
even. I don't have enough time on this.
It's the new
On this,
52.
no, it's dude. I mean, the Batman Who Laughs is like fucking take it like he is now running
That's
this
one thing
shit.
about I do fuck with DC when it comes to the comics book, dude. They're so far out there, dude. Like I don't think even Marvel even touches them when it comes to this, like how dark or how out there they are. Like I like Marvel stuff. Don't get me wrong,
Of course.
but their stuff is like,
Like that's what I'm trying to say. Like I have a like I love a coworker. He's like one thing about my coworker that I really appreciate is he's like a hardcore Thor fan. I love that because I don't get a lot of, and this is before like Thor was all big.
I
Like
don't think
before
Thor
people
gets a lot of love, cause
like in the comics that he reads the comics like he is a huge Thor fan. Just like I love how my buddy Scott was a huge Aquaman fan. I don't see any of those, right? So like
Yeah.
he's a huge Thor fan, and he delves into like that world, and he's into like the Marvels that tie in with Thor and stuff. So he tells me some things that I'm behind on. He'll give me some info, but I keep telling him, I'm like, yes, I know there's no Asgardian or Viking like character in like really DC too much. It's more kind of like Greek stuff. But I'm just like, dude, you
Well,
need
we
to
got the
like,
Arthur.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. But I just think like I was like, dude, you need to get into this DC stuff because it's so dark, and right now there's some crazy shit that's going on, and it's
Yeah.
like you would love it. Like
Like
it's
I really do think DC is more adult than Marvel is.
I think they take a little bit more chances on certain things.
Like
Like
their stories are
yeah,
really
this Beyond
out
Batman,
there.
I'm very curious about.
Well,
This
like
Beyond
what is it gonna
Batman,
be?
I don't know. I have no idea.
You know?
I hope people don't think it's anything, and then it becomes some big fucking surprise, like with Michael Keaton or some shit. I don't
Yeah.
know. But it might just be talking about Batman stuff. Okay, so that was Saturday. So like, let's get into
What day
Sunday,
is it though? Exactly? What's the
the
date?
22nd, August
Oh
22nd.
fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
Um, so the 22nd. So then Sunday, there's a to be announced is a lot of encore. Okay, so hold on. It looks like there's a lot of encore performances on Sunday. So maybe it's just. Oh, okay. So it's just on Saturday. It's just one day.
Mhm.
So it is going to be 24 hours. So pretty much the all Saturday is going to be all the new stuff, and then it's going to be repeating all weekend. Which okay, that's cool. I mean, that's the Hall
Well,
of
that works out for
Heroes.
me. Even if I do decide to watch it, I could technically watch it all Sunday. If I do decide, sort of deal. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
hold on. We're getting more. That was the Hall of Heroes. So that would be like the main hall, right? And
Uh,
then now there's this thing called Watch First, and then it's Flash Panel, um, Black Lightning. So this is like delving more into the shows. Italy Loves DC panel. That's interesting. Uh,
Italia.
DC's Legends of Tomorrow. So this we're delving into of the shows. So there, if you go to Watchverse, this is all about the TV show. So they're gonna have a Doom Patrol panel, Deathstroke Knights and Dragons screening. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh shit, there you go, buddy. We'll watch Deathstroke for free. Tune in at 5 or watch it on the Encore. They're doing a screening. That's pretty
Hmm.
cool. Um, let's see. Superman Man of Tomorrow world premiere. Okay, I want to definitely see that movie. That one's I'm excited. Lucifer panel. See that for me, I'm excited because that Lucifer show's fucking badass.
I haven't
Um,
seen it. I've actually heard a lot
it's
of
on
things about
Netflix,
it.
man. It's good.
I've never seen it.
It's good. And now
Truth be
that
told, it's never really grabbed me like, huh?
dude, you
But
know me, man. I love anything to do with like angels in hell and shit like that. I love that
yeah,
whole premise, and I just love that Lucifer is a guy who's like misunderstood. Like he's not this. Like he does his job. Like his job is he's bored of hell. Like that's his whole premise, and he just is like, I'm leaving, and
uh-huh.
that's the whole premise. Even in the comics, like that's. But he like now, like when you finally listen to that Sandman interacts with them, and it's just I love it because it's like you said, it's Edgerton who's wait, who is he the one who's doing no, I was wrong. I don't think you mean I didn't correct you last time. Michael Sheen is playing Lucifer.
Uh-huh.
Michael Sheen is Lucifer's voice. So Sandman interacting with Lucifer gets me excited. I kind of want to delve more into those comics too. I would like to do that. But anyways, yeah, Lucifer the show is like a different. It takes core concepts of like the comic, but it definitely makes it its own. It's a cool show. I think it's on Netflix. So if you ever get a chance, and they're gonna put a new season on Netflix, it's gonna be the last season.
Yeah,
Um,
because I remember it got dropped, right? And then Netflix picked it up again.
Picked it up for the rerun for like their previous ones, and then the fourth and this last one is the ones that Netflix did. Um, it's badass, man. The guy who plays Lucifer
Man,
is
why
really
didn't
good.
anybody pick up Constantine for God's sakes?
I know, man. Fuck, man.
I
Fucking
was really hoping
DC.
sci-fi, dude. I was really
DC
hoping
app needs to
sci-fi.
fucking do something with it. I mean, they own the damn property, right? Like
Dude, it,
it's on the DC app. They have
yeah,
Constantine show on there, like the one on NBC.
yeah,
So they should pick that shit up, man. I don't know. It's annoying. And he is playing. I mean, he's in Legends of Tomorrow. Like he is
yeah.
the same
I know. I've
character.
seen it. Yeah, yeah, I've
It's
seen that.
fucking crazy. Um, and so there's some cool stuff on here. There's Uverse, did virtual run. There's some. You could talk to Jim Lee. He'll answer some fan questions. Um, there's some cool like little things in here into this panel other than the big stuff. There's some good like artists around the world draw some things. Like you can see some artists, you can see some how DC books get made. If you're curious about the comics, if you're interested in actual artists themselves who do some of your favorite comics, they got a lot of their own. Like they're gonna be sitting there talking to you and drawing while they're talking about themselves and about the comics they did and stuff. Shazam gets the spotlight. Legends of the Dark Knight, the history of Batman. I like that. That's gonna be at a 1 p.m. August 26th. Like I love that whole history shit. If you need, I know you don't have Hulu, right?
No, no.
There's one documentary on there, man. I love, and it's the whole with Bill Finger and how it gives you another perspective about the creators of Batman. How Bob Kane was actually kind of a scumbag. He screwed because it's about this Bill Finger, and this is before they started doing this, but this guy like started like delving deep into this guy named Bill Finger, and you come to find out that he was like pretty much the main guy who created the whole concept of Batman, and Bob Kane pretty much stole the idea and never gave him credit, and he ended up dying poor and alone, and like that's what this whole documentary is about. It's fascinating, and it kind of shines a light on how I feel about Bob Kane now, because you think he was like this one dude, and then you get this, and it's kind of really messed up. But there's one thing I do respect at least about Bob Kane. At the end, they actually show an actual interview he had, because he kept a secret. And in an interview, I think if I'm trying to remember the documentary, one of the guys asked him, like, are there any like regrets or something like that? And he actually said like, yeah, there's like one regret that I wish I could go back on. And you could tell like without him actually saying it, it was probably what he did to Bill Finger. So he definitely at one point he does regret like the things he did. But like I'm not gonna say Bob Kane was a scumbag. He wasn't he wasn't like a fucking like horrible person, but just what he did with like, I'm not saying he didn't have any contribution to Batman because it was him and Bill Finger who came up with Batman. I would just say that
just screwed him over.
He just kind of he was like the face of it, and Bill Finger was in the background, but he didn't really give as much credit to Bill Finger. And but now, because of that documentary, if you haven't noticed, like when the new Batman vs Superman and any of the movies after, like within the last couple years, it'll say created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger, so he finally gets credit thanks to that documentary actually. So you'll see Bill Finger in there now in credits, and his family eventually got like credit and stuff, which is pretty cool because like his daughter or whatever goes to premieres and all that stuff. So
right on, that's cool.
If I ever get a chance, man, remind me. If we ever get free time, man, I'll have you and me. I'll watch it again because I love that documentary. I gotta have you watch it, man. It's like I said, it's on Hulu. It's about Bill Finger, dude. It's crazy.
Right on.
Yeah, man. But anyways, so there's a lot going on with this DC fandom stuff. So I'm excited, man. 20 seconds, just like right around the corner.
Yeah,
it's getting closer and closer.
Next Saturday. Yeah, right?
Dude. Yeah. Ooh, let's go. So I'm definitely gonna watch. I'm gonna try to watch a couple of those panels like live, but I'm probably gonna be like, I wouldn't say as much as you, where I'm just gonna watch the trailers, but I'll probably have to watch a lot of the replay.
Yeah,
because it's 24 hours, dude. Like, goddamn.
Yeah. Well, the thing is too, I've seen some panels, dude, and they drag.
Yeah,
especially when you're.
That's
not
why
there.
it has. That's
why
it's
a whole different environment, dude. You got to be there live.
Yeah, I know.
Even the way they're doing it now, it's not going to be the same. I don't think.
But that's why I do like these virtual ones too, because it's like you don't have to wait in line to try to get into Hall H.
Yeah.
Wait for days. We can just watch a fucking like we're
that
right
is
there.
true too.
That is a good thing. Because even though as much as like Yumi want to go to like these really either the two biggest Comic Cons. I don't think I'm gonna waste my whole Comic Con like first time
experience,
being at a big one to wait for days just to go to Hall H or whatever. I don't think I'm gonna do that.
I don't think so. I wouldn't either.
No. So
let's go see some cosplay.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Take pictures, man. Like we did with when we saw Jesus, dude.
Oh,
That
absolutely,
was the
dude.
best one, man.
I've been trying to read
Jesus,
those comics, dude. I've actually been trying to find some of those.
Jesus Christos.
Uh, or like, was it Jesus versus Zombies or whatever? I forgot what it was called.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It was yeah, him and Abe Lincoln and
Yeah,
shit. That's amazing.
yeah.
Um. So what do
Rocket
you?
was driving around in a Charger or some
Fuck
shit
yeah,
like
man.
that, dude.
Fucking shit up, man. It's great. There was like a buddy cop kind of comic, but it was Abe Lincoln and Jesus.
Yeah.
Um. So I want to go to this thing that I found very fascinating. I don't know how I feel about it. I got to get your opinion on this. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air being turned into it's getting a reboot and turned into a drama series. How do you
It's
feel
just
about that?
left alone, dude. Like I really do. Like I've actually a lot, especially with a lot of series. There, I think they should just be left alone, dude. I'm not a big fan of the remakes, the reboots,
Mm-hmm.
like of these series, dude. Like not just this one. You know, they I know they've done a few of them. Like the whole fucking Lethal Weapon thing. I wasn't a fan of that. You know, turning into a
Oh
series, dude.
no.
You know, so this is definitely one that I think should just be left alone, dude.
Well, it's getting backed up by um, Will Smith, but so this was based off because there was like a small little kind of little short, kind of like I won't say it's a fan film because it's actually someone who put some prowess behind it, but it was like a short little kind of fan made kind of thing that they did on the online and stuff.
Uh
And
huh.
Will Smith saw it, and because of that, this project was backed up by J. Pinkett Smith and Will Smith in their studios there and Universal Television, that they were like they're trying to pitch this to streamers. um, Cooper, it says Cooper will direct and co-executive produce the potential series. He's co-writing with Chris Collins, who did I don't know if you ever saw The Man in High Castle or The Wire.
Nah,
That's
I
like a
didn't say
big
it.
that's like a big deal though, like especially The Wire.
Uh huh.
He's going to be the showrunner, and so it's going to be a 1 hour dramatic retelling of Fresh Prince of Bel Air. So it's gonna have the like it's gonna lean into like the original premise of like Will
Degrassi.
having trouble. Oh my god, now you say that. Yeah, it's gonna be a serious version of like Will Smith having trouble in Philly and like him having to move to Bel Air, and it's gonna be like probably gonna delve deeper into the how the inherent conflicts and emotions and stuff that um and bias between like rich black people in like that high society kind of aspect. So it's going to take the comedy aspect of it and put more into like a real drama aspect to it. I don't know how I feel about that, man, because
I'd
I
rather
like
not, dude. I
I
like the
don't
comedy.
I don't I know you gotta have some of the
Yeah.
comedy, like
Well,
because
not
it
just.
had those heavy moments, but like the comedy, like it was good because it had that comedy stuff that could touch on some of these like moments, but then when it really had these big heartfelt moments,
Oh, you
they
felt them,
hit
dude.
you,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah,
Like I love
yeah.
like when it was always about like with something that happened to Uncle Phil, and like the first episode, like when Will Smith was kind of being kind of like a little doucher, and like um you know Uncle Phil like laid it out to him in the first episode. He's like, I was there, man. I saw the man speak. He's talking about Malcolm X,
Yeah, yeah,
and I was like, whoa, shit. Like that's some heavy shit, man.
yeah, dude. Like to me, I'd rather not. I would rather just have them not touch it, dude. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Like I was actually kind of dreading the idea of having his son be the one taking up the mantle of the Fresh Prince. You know what I mean? Like having him.
Did they say that's was the plan?
No, no. I was just saying back before there were talks about that.
Oh,
You know.
now when I first heard the reboot, I was excited. I'm like, oh, okay, let's see like an older Will Smith, like see what happens, like doing their thing kind of thing, like after, like like a sequel, kind of like that they're doing with like Fuller House and all that, but better. Like I
Uh
think
huh.
Fresh Prince would be better to me because it wasn't that kind of like sitcom thing like Full House. It wasn't as corny, but I would have like I was kind of looking forward to seeing like Will Smith was dealing with his own family, kind of seeing afterwards what happened to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I was kind of curious about that, but now this reboot is gonna just do their own
Well, the
take
way
and modernize
yeah,
it.
dude. If they're gonna do something like that, I'd rather not have them call it French Prince. You know what I mean?
But people say that's brilliant, man. And right now they're trying to okay, so let me ask you this. If let's say this ends up being a go and some streaming service says, "Yeah, let's do it." Where would you think this would fit? In all the streaming services we have, like Netflix, HBO Max, Amazon, Hulu.
Wasn't Fresh Prince in HBO?
Fresh Prince was NBC. So you want to be on the Peacock? The cock?
No, no, I'm just saying. I thought HBO
No.
did have it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Fresh Prince is it's on there now. Yes, yes. The
Yeah, that's what
reruns
I'm
and stuff.
saying, dude.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I thought it was on there. So
yeah, it's on
I'm
there.
assuming it would be on there too. But I don't know.
So you think like HBO Max could possibly that might be the number one to grab it?
No, I don't think so either. I just assumed they would be there because they have, that
Yeah.
Fresh Prince.
So you wouldn't.
series
So
on
if
there.
you saw this, you wouldn't check just see what it was about. I'm
No,
curious. I'm curious.
I'll believe an episode. You know what I mean? But it's got to be one hell of an episode to get me grasp on there. I'm already going in there with like a negative vibe. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Let's stick it with Apple TV.
Oh,
I'm not
cool.
watching
So
Apple
you
TV.
won't see.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh
Let's
man.
stick it there. Let's stick it there.
Well, you know what's not on Apple? Fortnite.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I'm
That's the word.
Yes, the word. Bird is the word. But I'm curious, man. I would check out an episode and see what it'd be like. Because even if it was like a drama but had some humor elements to it, that I'm okay with that too. But like you said, I like the Fresh Prince because it had that relief of comedy with that like those hard hitting like drama
But
moments.
at the end of the episodes, you know what I mean? I want the whole episode to be driven by that either.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Exactly.
you also got to think, dude. Two of the dopest characters are dead.
I know. Yeah. Two. Uncle Phil passed away, obviously. And
Yeah.
who was the other one? Jeffrey.
The
He didn't-
butler. Yeah.
Jeffrey passed away.
Yeah, I could have sworn he did.
Oh man. I saw Jeffrey in some other like recent like show like a couple years ago. I was like, oh shit! I was like, it's Jeffrey. I was like, dang, that sucks.
I could have sworn he did. Hold on.
Yeah, but I
be
mean,
wrong.
they're not gonna keep the same cast.
Yeah, I assume they're not gonna keep the same cast either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I don't know, man.
Like would anybody come back?
Will Smith, maybe.
I mean, that's about it, right?
What about Will Smith? He is Uncle Phil. Uncle Will.
Right? You know what? That one's a different route.
Right?
Who
Hell
knows? Yeah.
Why not?
That-
He's doing like YouTube and shit. I mean, the last
Is he?
movie he did was Gemini, man. I mean, he's not doing a lot. He's doing his own like YouTube and he's hitting his social media game. I'll tell you that much. He has his own like
Yeah.
Snapchat show, his YouTube going on, Instagram.
I know. Last time I heard about it was just that drama they were having with him and his wife thing. Whatever.
Oh really? I don't know.
Yeah, that's the last time I ever heard of him.
Oh well, apparently
Yeah.
they're fine because they're doing stuff together with this. But
Yeah.
yeah. But okay, well, yeah, we'll see, man. I mean, like I said, I am curious. I'm not gonna be like I wouldn't check it out. I definitely would check it out just to see.
Yeah,
what's
I mean,
going
if it's on something that I already have,
on. Yeah.
I'm not gonna go out my way to watch it.
Now this one I am very curious about. I want to hear your thoughts. I hope you checked it out. Did you check out that trailer to that Tom Holland movie, The Devil All the Time?
Oh,
What do
absolutely.
you think
I
about that,
did.
man? It's like a crime drama in the South.
Well, that's all me, bro. That's all me. That's my
Well,
style of film.
Yeah,
too,
that is
man.
your style, but I
That's
was
my
very
shit, dude.
curious because I'm like, because at first I didn't know what to think of it, and then when I saw like the kind of murdering kind of aspect to it of like a murder thriller, and it has to do with like, of course, the southern like kind of preacher church kind of
Oh,
aspect
dude,
to it.
Tom Holland's accent on it was fucking dope, bro. Even
Dude, the
Robert
stars in
Pattinson.
there are ridiculous.
Fucking
Now
Robert
here, I will
Pattinson,
finally
dude.
get to see. I'm gonna see like an actual because I'm gonna watch this. I want to see this actual, Robert Pattinson like acting prowess here, and it looks like he would be a good scumbag preacher,
Dude,
southern
I'm
preacher
telling you,
guy.
dude. Like, fucking, what was that? Good Time, and fucking, what was that? The Watchtower movie or whatever. I forgot. The Watch, the Lookout. I forgot what it was. The one he did was
The
Willem
Lighthouse.
Dafoe. The Lighthouse. Yeah, yeah, that one. Those two films alone
The
show
ones you
his.
made me like, you actually talked me out of checking it because I was so curious, and then
Oh,
you talked me
dude,
out of not watching this.
dude, yeah. The movie. I mean, he did a great job. Both of them did a great job. I
Hmm.
don't think the movie really makes a lot of sense. It's really, really too artsy in my book.
Right.
Too artsy in my book. But dude, both of their performances are
Okay,
fucking
so
amazing,
let's talk
dude.
about the trailer, man. What do you think about what grabs you about this trailer,
Ooh,
other
everything,
than the
dude. The
actors?
vibe of it, like how darkness of it, and it seems to be in different timelines, right? So it's a little bit more background
Because
on
it's
certain
what's his name
characters.
playing
I'm
as his
assuming,
dad. What's his
right?
name?
Bill Skarsgård.
Skarsgård is playing his dad.
It
Yeah.
it is playing as Tom Holland's dad, and fuck yeah, dude. To me, that the whole premise of it, dude,
Do you think
just
this trailer gives it away, like the premise? Because it looks like to me the trailer
what
shows like
it
Tom Holland's about to do something, like the preacher's doing something bad, but Tom Holland's about to take like justice to his own
revenge or
hands
something.
eventually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, but the
It seems
question
like
is, do
it.
you think that's the beginning where he might kill him, and Robert Pattinson's not really a prominent role in this? Like he kills him, and that's what the investigation is, or maybe that's toward the end,
Well, I
and
think it's
Robert
gonna
Pattinson's
fall in
been
the
doing
sense of
shit.
how Life Beyond the Pines is. Where there's
Mm-hmm.
no really one main character.
Mm-hmm.
It's just everybody's story kind of interacting with each other. I don't think it's gonna fall in the sense of this is gonna spoil you that, this is spoiling that. Because even then, dude, another thing that nobody even touched on that you only see a really little glimpse of. It's fucking Sebastian Stan, dude.
It's the
The Winter
cop, the
Soldier,
detective, man.
dude.
I know
Yeah,
that's what got me pretty hyped too. I'm
yeah,
like,
dude.
oh, she's the detective. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
So I'm
fucking
like,
go.
dude, I'm waiting to see a great Sebastian Stan film, dude. Like, I really think he might have it. Like, he actually might have legit skills, like in the same, like how Jeremy
Oh,
Renner
he's
is.
good. Did you see the Tanya Harding
Yeah, yeah,
movie?
dude. And then shit like that, dude. I want him to shine, dude. I want him to shine, dude. You know, the same way I like Jeremy Renner, dude. There's something about him. There's an essence there that has to go, that glows. He's just got to find that role
Yeah.
that's gonna get him known, dude. You
Yeah.
know,
Exactly.
Wind River was my shit, dude. You know what I mean? I want a Wind River for Sebastian Stan.
Oh man.
You know?
This could be kind of it. I mean, he's
Yeah,
not the main
dude.
role, but this could be
The
it.
same deal with
He
Tom
might.
Holland, dude. To Tom Holland to see a different shade of him, dude.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Because he's always been this teenager, this kid. In this
Hmm.
one, he's gonna
Even
be.
though he's not a kid.
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
You see what I'm saying? Like it
Yeah.
looks
But
like he
he's
hasn't
still
got through
kind of
puberty yet.
playing. I mean, I know
Yes,
he's
yes,
like
yes.
he still kind
And
of has that like I'm the son
that boyish,
aspect. Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You see,
Innocent into getting his he doesn't always
yeah.
get into
But
kind of thing.
like I said, dude, I want him. I want to be able to see his dark side. I want to see a different shade of Tom Holland. You know what I mean? Robert Pattinson, dude. I'm like that little accent, that little
Uh-huh.
bit
Yeah,
that I
he
heard.
looks
I'm like, dude, that's
yeah.
a different accent, dude. That's like a third accent I heard from that man,
Hell yeah.
and it's fucking dope.
It's good, man. So this
Yeah.
is dropping September 16th. So not soon
Next
enough
month.
though, man. Not soon enough.
Yeah,
I
dude.
think. I kind of like
Because I had no idea about this movie either when they first dropped it.
mhm.
I just
I
saw
knew
it
you
on
would like it.
Twitter.
That's why when I saw
Yeah, dude.
when I sent it to you, I'm like, I know Chico's gonna
Like,
fucking
damn
love
it.
this movie.
Another fucking what was it, Under the Furnace or In the Furnace thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, I'm excited because, like I said, I wish it was soon enough because this is like another movie I feel like should. After watching Project Power, it's like okay, I don't have another movie, and this would be like one. I'm like, yep, I'm gonna watch
The
this
next
one.
filler,
Yeah,
yeah.
for real.
But it's like when I'm worried
But a
about movies
really
like
good
this too. I'm worried about this movie too. Like it's a hit or miss. It really is. Like
So you think
these
it's either gonna be really good or really bad?
really
You
bad.
don't think there's
Yeah.
no in between?
No. Like especially this style of film. I
Mhm.
don't think so. You love it or you hate it, dude.
Hmm. I just
You
hope
know?
it doesn't follow the trope of like getting like too fast pace. I'm hoping it's gonna be very. I
I
want
want
those
that sweet
long.
Virginia.
I want those like silent long moments,
Yeah.
and then the build up with the music and like
Yeah.
oh man,
I want that sweet Virginia vibe to it,
yeah,
dude.
hell yeah.
Like there's no real action to it.
Hmm.
There's just that thriller feeling of something's about to go down, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's just waiting for it to go down. And then
Yeah.
when it goes down, it's so quick too, because it's real life. So you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's it's only 3 shots or
Mhm.
something like that. One quick action move and it's over, sort of deal.
Yeah.
I love shit like that.
So speaking of Netflix with amazing hit, I'm little curious and weirded out, and I'm worried about this next thing that the 47 Ronin sequels in the works for Netflix. Um, and then one Mulan actors to direct. Did you see 47 Ronin? First off, let me
No,
ask you that.
I did not.
I did, and I would say it wasn't like that great. The end to me is where, because it follows like what happens like in the, I believe it's a tale. I don't think it's a, I think it is actually a true story, but the way the movie was, it was fantastical, right? They were fighting demons and all kinds of shit. There was kind of like they put a lot of money behind all this special effects. But the end is like the part where it was like the true tale, or at least the skeleton essence of the movie was the true tale about these 47 Ronin, and at the end what happens. Um, I believe that part is like true. I think that's like a true thing. But like everything else about the movie was like made up and it was fantastical and weird. Um, but
I mean, the trailer alone for the 47 Ronin didn't really grab me.
it got me curious because I was excited because at the time this was like where I was like craving for my next, you know, remember at the time they don't do this as much anymore. Remember every December they would have this
Yeah,
big
like
epic
once a year they
like
would release like
you
this
know you
whole
me
Asian
or
foreign
you
film
me and
or whatever.
Daryl
Yeah.
would always be like, all right, let's go to see this next like
Yeah.
this would be our time, our December martial arts movie. So it was kind of like kind of doing that type of thing. That was like my like fill, but it didn't. Yeah, it didn't really
It,
grab. I waited till it came out on like I saw it on some movie channel or something a while ago. Um,
yeah, like same here. Like if it would come out on Netflix or something,
yeah,
I'd
it
probably watch it.
it was. I'm going to tell you right now. Don't even bother even really watching this one. Because it was definitely critically and commercially like a bomb. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, it wasn't that good. But the sequel is going to take a weird turn. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so Ron.
Zombies?
All right, so I want to say, zombies, vampires. Um, okay, I'm going to say this wrong, but Ron Yan, I apologize if I'm saying that wrong, will be directing the sequel, which will be produced by Universal and distributed by Netflix. So so the director is an actor. He was in Mulan. He was in The Monkey King, Paper Tiger. So he's going to be directing this. Um, so it's weird because from what I hear, it's going to be like in the future. So it's going to be like cyberpunky. So it's going to be, yeah. So
That's one hell of a twist, I'll tell
that's
you
a
that.
fucking
There.
that's a sequel, right? Like it's
Yeah.
weird.
That's
Um
fucking out there, bro.
yeah, so it's crazy. So it says we'll be jumping 300 years into the future, and it's going to
Jesus.
be cyberpunk and have horror elements with samurai
It almost
added to
sounds
it.
not like a sequel.
I know. It's kind of like it reminds me of this one series. Like there was an anime series where it was very like it was like set almost like Seven Samurai kind of style, but it was like an Asian, like it was like a anime style to it, and then there was like a sequel to it that took that concept and did like a futuristic version of it. I believe I can't think of it right now. This is where Love would come in handy, or Codex, or even Simply Amanda would come in handy to help me with this because I'm sure they probably know about it. But it almost seems like they're doing that same vibe of they're taking like there's the first movie takes place in the past, and then they're gonna go completely like 360 and go into the future with cyberpunk samurai stuff. So I don't know, man. I love my cyberpunk shit. I mean, Deus Ex and all that stuff. I love all that type of stuff. I think this is would be fucking crazy. I wouldn't expect this, but it does definitely has my curiosity like peaked
Yeah.
because I want to see what they do with it. But the thing is, Keanu Reeves. I mean, spoiler alert for people for 47 Ronin. Keanu Reeves is dead. I mean, he dies in the movie and is 300
What?
and is 300 years in the future. So, do you think
They're
they
just
should?
using his body and he's like mechanically put
What
back
should
together.
they? But here's the thing: you think he'll come back
Fucking
for the? Would he come back for
altered
the sequel?
carbon style. Oh shit. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Well, so would he come back for the sequel? You think? Or should they have him without this? Like,
Oh
could they
man,
do
that's
this movie without him though? Because he
because
was
the thing
like the
too,
face
like
of.
Keanu Reeves, dude, he just does about anything too, man. say with you. So,
He
like, you know,
does,
like
man, but I
he
love
does a
it.
bunch of great shit, but he also does a lot of bad shit too.
But he just loves making movies, man. Like that's what
Yeah,
I love
which I
about
think
him.
there is no hate against him. You know, he'll, like I said, he'll do just about anything.
Hmm. Do you think he'll come back for this one, or would you want him to come back for this one? Because like, let's say
I mean,
I know you
I
haven't
haven't even seen
seen
the
it.
first one, so like, you know what? Fuck it. I
Fuck
want him
it,
to come
right?
back. Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck it. Let's bring him back, dude. Let's bring him back.
He has
Let's
the
do it.
hair and
You know,
beard for it, man, because he had that
I
already.
want him to be all romantic and shit like
Well,
that.
we're gonna get him in was it Cyberpunk 2077 or whatever the game,
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
has
yeah,
that look, so why not
yeah.
to
You
make it come
know,
to real life
you know, well, yeah, yeah, dude. When you do the
with
DLC stuff for it,
with
film this
Samurai?
one.
I
You
know.
know, he's already got it. He's already got it going.
Hey,
You
yeah,
know,
we're gonna
okay?
use the studio real quick, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Since
Like
you got
the
the
after,
makeup on.
yeah, the after hours studio
Yeah,
mocap
yeah,
shit. Dude, that'd be
yeah.
great, man. Yeah, it definitely piqued my interest. It's interesting. Um, they say that so once young, I'm saying this wrong. I'm sorry. It's Yuan. I don't know if it's Jan or Juan, but I'm sorry. But he said that I'm incredibly excited to be working with Universal and the producing team on this genre blending martial arts, action, horror, cyberpunk film. This will be a fun, intense, supercharged thrill ride for views globally. Now, do you think this is going to end up being like one of those rare movies that it could be like where the sequel is actually better or could be better than
Which
the
is complete,
original?
totally possibility, dude. I think it's a complete, total possibility.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, this is a second one. Like, yeah, you know
Exactly.
what I mean? Like, yeah,
Exactly.
which is a great, great, great possibility.
That's kind of cool.
You know,
That'd be
but it goes back to
crazy.
our old school way of watching. Like, at least for me, I'd watch the sequel before I watch the first one.
Right, I know. Yeah, like you would, like
Yeah,
can you say in their lifetime as an adult you would actually see a movie again, like where it was the sequel rather than like the first one
right,
again,
right.
like back in the day? That's crazy, man.
Hold
But
on,
yeah,
there was the fugitive was part of U.S. Marshal.
oh man, it's crazy. Oh, real quick, going bro, this is kind of going back to when we're talking about the devil all the time. I want to give a shout out to Antonio Campos. He's the director for that Tom Holland movie that's coming out. Did you see any of his
No, which I
some of
actually
the
been meaning.
Christine or like After School and stuff like that? Like there was like I know like After School is a big thing at like Cannes Film Festival. Like that was like a big.
No, I've actually like I was actually been meaning to look up what he's done to see if I've seen
He hasn't done
any of
like
his.
too many movies, but he's done a lot of TV. Like he did
Uh-huh.
an episode of Punisher, Cold Steel. He did The Sinner. He did
I like the
Homemade.
Sinner.
Yeah, he did episode 5. He was also a producer, so he's done some good TV stuff. Like so, he worked on Punisher and stuff too. And Cold Steel. And I
So
wish
this is his legit his first movie,
like
his first film.
no, it's not his first film because he did After School, which, like I said, received like big hype at Cannes Film Festival. He did Simon Killer and Christine. Christine's his latest one in 2016. But other than that, yeah, this will kind of say like this is his like more recent one, and then he's supposedly gonna do the first Omen. He's gonna do, I guess, the remake of that or something. It's to be announced though. They don't have a
Was
date
it like
on
a
it.
third remake?
I guess. So I'll see how he does in this, man. If I love this one and I hear he's gonna do the Omen,
Yeah, yeah.
I won't mind sending the little prick riding a tricycle again.
Okay, ass kid.
I know, right?
What's his name? Damien. What was it?
Yeah, yeah. Damien. The Omen.
Yeah.
Victus Dominus. And I want to save this for last because to me it's a big deal. And to a lot of people, I don't know Chico too much if you followed the shows here, but this was a report on Deadline. I know a lot of people have been talking about it for the past week now, but Netflix was going to do Avatar: The Last Airbender, a live action. They were going to do a forgive piece to that fart box of a movie we got from
Shyamalan
Chico's
Ding Dong.
favorite director of all time.
Yeah.
Um,
Shamalala Ding Dong or whatever.
yeah. It was very hyped and prominent because the creators of the original animated show, Avatar: Last Airbender, and Legend of Korra, were on board to doing this. And this past week, they have exited the project. Um,
Reasons.
Reasons were that they said that I'm going to look more in depth in the thing, but I believe from top of my head they said there were some creative differences. They signed on because Netflix supported their idea of their what they wanted to do with it, and then in the long run they said that they just could not come to agreement when it came to the creative direction of the show. So that's why they left. This sucks. Um, so Di Martino, he's one of the creators. He said he wrote into open letter to fans on his website. He said, "I can finally tell you that I am no longer involved with this project. In June of this year, after 2 years of development work, Brian Konietzko and I made a difficult decision to leave the production. Though Netflix said it was committed to honoring our vision for this retelling and to supporting us on creating the series, unfortunately, things did not go as we had hoped." Yeah, man.
That's never a really good sign.
It's not. Like, I would understand if they weren't involved, let's say, at the beginning, but the
Well,
fact that
even though
they
like
joined
how,
and left is bad.
yeah, like look at one aspect too. Like when Edgar Wright walked away from Man, he didn't completely walk away. They still use a screenplay, you know.
Yeah. And they were in when that's kind of a different thing to it, because remember when he signed on to it, they weren't the MCU yet. So
Well, yeah,
his
yeah.
was his own.
He didn't even
own
want to be
contained
part of the
world.
MCU.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's kind of like a different take. But let's look at it with Han Solo.
That is true.
Yeah, the Han Solo thing is like another pure example of
Frankenstein together.
yeah, you get the creative differences um of the project and where they left. Like
Yeah.
that that's not good. And you know what we got was like kind of like a medium
Yeah, yeah.
kind of movie.
Yeah.
Let me ask
Mediocre.
you, have you seen, or I'm sure you've heard of
The Last
Avatar: Last
Airbender?
Airbender,
Yeah,
other
yeah.
than the movie? Have you ever seen the show?
Yeah, yeah. When I was younger, I
Oh,
wouldn't say I'm a constant follower of it. But when it first came out, I watched it. I
okay.
wasn't a complete. I never finished it. I'll tell you that. I never finished it, but I
Oh,
liked it. You know, I thought it was one of the coolest things we've gotten back from like, especially from my era of watching
yeah,
like cartoons and stuff like that.
yeah,
You know, I thought it was one of the closest things we've gotten to a legit one.
yeah.
To cartoon wise, or anime, however you want to
Hmm.
call it. Like, at least for me, that's the way it was. I'm like,
Uh,
oh shit, they coming back, dog.
yeah. I when this first showed, I missed it. I did not watch this on Netflix, on Nickelodeon when it first premiered. I missed this and Legend of Korra, and it wasn't until afterwards that I caught like a few episodes, and I was like, oh shit, like this is cool as crap. Martial arts with like elements, and like different regions do different like abilities, and the stances matched what they do. So you have you have like the hardcore like the earthbenders have their one style of, I wish I knew like the real martial arts stance, but their stances were all about power, and they had like the way they did the stances is like that was their earth bending. They could do the rocks and stuff. And then you had the airbenders, or Avatar, he was the last one. He had like his more of like a kind of monkish, kind of like kind of Shaolin style to like the way he would do the stances and stuff. They paid real like good respect to like the culture and what they were doing with that show. It wasn't until afterwards I started watching it, and now they were on Netflix that you can really watch it. I went ahead and watched the entire Avatar: Last Airbender on Netflix to actually kind of finish it, because I was like bounced around over the years and watched some seasons and didn't finish it, and now I was able to watch it on Netflix. It's it is a fucking good show, man.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is
yeah.
so good. It starts, I would say, like the first season starts off a little kiddish because it is a cartoon.
It's
It was
Nickelodeon too. You know what
Nickelodeon.
I mean? Yeah, yeah.
But as they like find their footing and they get deeper into it, it gets really good. It attacks like some really adult themes. I mean, one of my favorite, I would say, aspects of the show is like the main antagonist. He's not really a bad guy because he ends up becoming good. He's the antagonist, Zuko. He's the one who's hunting Aang, the Last Airbender, because he got pretty much kicked out of his. He's a firebender, and he's like the son of the Lord of the firebenders who was like conquering all the land, and he got kicked out as a failure. His price was, okay, you can't come back until you catch the last Airbender, right? So that was his whole premise, and he was with his uncle, and his uncle treated him more like a father than his actual father did, and like that like relationship dynamic was so good. Oh man, like his uncle, because his uncle lost his son in the war, and so he looked at like his nephew as his son, and like that relationship, they had their like issues, but they were like so close. Oh man, those had some really heartfelt moments that hit you really hard, especially when Zuko, there's an episode where it was like little vignettes, and it's like shit like that is like, you didn't have to do that shit, but they do that stuff. It was like a whole episode was just vignettes of different people in this one city, that it was like their story. And the first vignette that they did was his uncle Iroh, that's his uncle's name, Iroh, and all it was him remembering the death of his son, going and making like a respect, and it was just like that, him singing this song. It hits you hard, man. I was like, damn, like that. And then like with him and Zuko, like me talking about it is getting emotional, because I kind of understand about like not, being like, even though like they were uncle, he treated him like a son. Like it hits a lot of people. Like that is so good. And then Legend of Korra just dropped on Netflix on the 12th, I think, of August. And I watched a little bit of that, and I started delving into that. Like last couple days, so I'm gonna finish that. That's another one that here is really good. They improved on the animation, they improved on the martial arts and the action, and that's another one that delves into some adult themes. I think that's a little bit more adult than actually the Avatar Last Airbender. But those are two really good shows. So if you really want to watch it and catch up, if you feel really shitty about these directors leaving, you still have those shows. Like you can still go watch those on Netflix.
Yeah.
I think you should go watch it, man. Like if you haven't finished it, you should watch them if you got time. Like take like a time where you just want to chill. Those are really good. They're not long. I mean, it's 4 seasons of Avatar, and I think 4 seasons of Korra, so they're really like.
I think you'll be able to go through them pretty quickly.
Oh yeah, they're really good. But going back to that, I was excited because I watched recently. I did finish recently the Last Airbender like a couple months ago. I was really stoked. Like, okay, cool, man, we're gonna get this right. These guys know what they're doing. They created the show. Like all the special effects, I know they were like, they knew what the earth, fire, water, and airbenders, like their different stances, and they pay respect. I'm sure they were gonna actually have not whitewash this this show. So like but Netflix is still pushing. Like even though they left, Netflix is still pushing.
Well, I know there's been talks about it for a while, dude. Yeah.
So Netflix is like, I guess already had everything ready to go and was gonna shoot, and then this happened. What do you think, man? Do you think they should just stop, or do you think or you think we're?
Well, I don't think they're going to. Truth be told, I don't.
Right, they're not going to. But what do you?
At this point, dude, I think, in my honest opinion, it's not a good sign if the creators actually walk away. It's not a good sign, dude. Granted, I do understand sometimes the creator's vision doesn't always work for live action. Like there does has to be an in between. I mean, look at Hellboy. You know what I mean? Like not really. The latest one wasn't all that great either.
No.
I do.
Speaking of that, I think that's one that deserves like a series. Honestly,
obviously, I think so too. I think it'll work. That world would work better as a series.
Yeah.
Than like I like was think Guillermo del Toro's movies. I like as movies. I like those.
Mm-hmm.
But when they went on and did the new movie, that didn't work.
Right.
It was a good B movie, but it wasn't one of those movies that I wanted to go pay to watch in theaters, dude. I actually would have been mad if I want to watch it in theaters.
That's true.
But it's the same deal, dude. We still run that possibility. But in my honest opinion, I also don't think it's a good sign that they walked away.
Yeah, because if they're going another way, do you think this would end up probably being as bad as M. Night Shyamalan, or do you think nothing could be as bad as that?
No, not bad. Those are pretty big words there. You know,
Did
I
you
really
ever,
doubt anything could
dude?
be
Did
that
you
bad.
did I don't know if I showed you or you might have came across it. Did you see that? They did this on Twitter and stuff, and you might have just caught this not even on Twitter, maybe on like Facebook. Did you see the like they did like the picture video to video of that action scene. They showed the animated version and they showed the live action M Night Shyamalan version
Yeah,
of
I
that
know
fight
exactly
scene.
what you're
Did you
talking
see
about
the
there.
difference of how shitty that was?
Like,
She
even
uses
then,
water one time and then it's like really slow. And then I
yeah,
was like,
yeah,
what? While
dude.
they're doing epic ice things and like
Yeah,
destroying the
yeah.
water, it was like, what the fuck? Like,
Just wasted talent there, or just wasted potential, dude.
I don't. I mean, even if
I
you don't
never
have a budget,
finished. I never finished M Night Shyamalan Ding Dongs.
did I ever tell you
Last
the first
Airbender.
night? So we went. So it
It
was.
was you and Sammy, right?
No, it was so yeah. We met up with Sammy. Cole was there. I believe Cole was there. Sammy, and we ran into somebody else. I can't remember who it was, but we all were watching. This is like when they first initiated that VIP stuff up in the top. And I remember we were going in. We were like, I know me and a few people were excited. We're like, all right, yeah, we're gonna go watch this. And then we like, this is when we like found out like, oh shit, we could bring as many beers as we can in there. So we're all like drinking, getting excited. And we're watching this, and it was like such like me. And I think Cole like pretty much stuck around to watch it, but we were like hammered at that point with it where we don't really remember.
Uh huh.
But like it got to the point where it was so bad that Sammy and I forgot who the other person, they just dipped. They just left. They're like, man, let's just go outside. And then they just ended up just drinking all night outside at the like bar,
Yeah, yeah.
and it was that bad. And I remember also they were getting a little loud. Like people actually had to hush them up, but it was that bad to where they rather just kept drinking and said fuck it, and
Yeah, yeah.
than like keep watching the movie. So
Yeah, I probably would have done the same thing.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad I actually didn't see the thing in theaters.
yeah. It's not. It's. I mean, they couldn't even say his name right. I mean, it's Aang, and they said Ong the whole time. It's so bad.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
not a big fan of what's his
nah.
face. And I had high hopes, dude. When he did Split, I'm like, oh god, he's back.
Mm,
Yes. You
yeah,
know, and then he did Glass.
I know. You and me saw that in theaters, and it
Yeah, we
wasn't.
did.
I won't say it was like a fart box, but it was
It was
not.
disappointing in my book.
It compared to Split, I think it was
Yeah.
disappointing. Yeah, and the way the ending like really pissed me off.
Dude,
Again,
it's just like
he's the director who like I never get so angry at like whatever, but like he's one that like the endings really make me mad, dude. Like it
yeah.
really pisses me
Like
off.
it really it seems like he doesn't know how to end how he should end his shit.
Like who world builds at the end of their movie? Who the fuck does that? Like you're gonna give us this society that you don't ever mention in the other
And
ones,
either one of
and
the
you're gonna
other
throw it in the end,
trilogy.
and you're gonna
This
hit
is
it, and you're gonna hit us with, oh yeah, they've been around, they stopped superheroes from becoming superheroes because they're afraid, and then you're gonna give us the little like their symbol, talk about them, but this is in the last fucking 15 minutes of the movie. You
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
kidding me, dude?
What a
Like,
fucking closure it is to a trilogy, dude. Fucking imagine the Avengers ended that way. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is this?
yeah, imagine, okay, get all the Avengers together. They did the first Avengers movie. They find this alien invasion, and at the end, you find out that Shield has been behind the scenes the whole time. Here's the Shield card. We're Shield, but you don't ever see them again. Would that fucking piss
Yeah.
you off all
Well,
of a
think
sudden?
about it. Think about it. Like, even in Avengers, say the first Avengers, they did this to Tari. All right. You know, at the end, you know, we get the Thanos thing, right? But it was only a cameo. It wasn't this. Imagine, like, out of the end, oh, AIM was behind this the whole time.
Yeah.
You've never once been introduced to fucking AIM in the whole
Yeah.
fucking MCU, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
aim or shield or anything, like just throw it at the end with the symbol.
Just a
and
random
but don't
shit.
ever like don't go
Yeah.
add to it. Like yeah.
You know
that
what? How the Commandos created this? Fuck out of here, dude. You know what I mean? Like it's just.
It's
Oh, forget the Avengers. It's the next Avengers.
exactly. Oh my god. Ugh. Yeah,
So
so
fucking retarded.
it's so dumb. And speaking of dumb, I just don't know what. I mean, Netflix. They're known to help. Like they're known to push people's creative narratives forward and let them do whatever they want, and that's what
Which
kind
is
of worries
which
me
is
in this
true.
one.
Which I completely agree with you on that. So that being said, it's even worse sign. that they're
Yeah.
walking away.
Well, and again, we don't know. I mean, what do you think? Do you think maybe the creators will say, "Hey,
Which
like
is like
let's
I
make
was
this
saying
too
earlier.
kiddie"? What if they wanted to make it too kiddie? Netflix is like, "No, let's not do that route. Let's make it
Well,
a little
you
more
guys got to
adult,"
think about
or
it, dude.
vice versa.
Like I was saying earlier, dude. Like with Hellboy, the latest one that was done more of a damn, I forgot his name, dude. I have his book somewhere, but yeah,
Who?
the creator of Hellboy. He when he walked away from Guillermo del Toro's thing and he wanted to do his own thing, and he hired
Yeah.
whatever, and they all did it more through his vision. That didn't work out that great either, man. Same deal with when
Yeah,
Frank
you're talking
Miller
about
did.
Mike Mignola.
Yeah, there you go, Magnolia.
Mhm.
Yeah,
We got his autograph.
yeah, we did.
It's
That's what I'm
awesome.
saying. I have his book somewhere.
Yeah.
And but even then, like when Frank Miller left and tried to do his own thing too, that thing did flop too.
Yeah. But
You
like
know,
with respect, it's with Mike Mignola, especially when I mean, I actually we got to kind of talk to him when I told him I give him respect that he wanted
well,
to
he
keep
even gives
his
the props to
comic
the
book.
movie. Yeah,
I was like, he wanted to keep his comic book universe and stuff, and but to me it seemed like he was like, because at first I was like, I give you props for like you sticking to your guns and you just saying, hey, that's its own thing, but it almost seemed like he, in a way, he was kind of like, yeah, he wanted to, like, Del Toro, like, he wasn't saying, all right, Del Toro, like, I don't like what you're doing. He just wanted, like, it seemed like he wanted Del Toro to say, hey, you have your creative version, take my ideas, but do your own thing. Like, I respect it. Like, have fun with it, and I have my world, kind of thing. Like, that's what I
yeah.
took from that interaction. But with this Netflix thing, it doesn't seem like they were like saying that. It seems like it was almost like it's my way or the highway kind of deal. If that's the way
Well, you also got to
it was.
think after 3 years of talking to somebody too. I'll probably like depending on what it is, dude. I'm not saying that they ended up, but after a while, I'm like, yeah, your ideas are just stupid, or we don't think it's gonna work.
And they're, who knows, that maybe they're, what they did in the animated wasn't like Netflix might know, like, hey, this may be work in the
This
animated
isn't
world,
gonna
but this isn't going to
translate. Yeah,
translate
yeah.
into live
And that's kind
action.
of where I mean of it. Like maybe it could have done that. Like I said, dude. Maybe if they did with like Magnolia and
Yeah.
and the new Hellboy
Mm-hmm.
movie, because I was you could tell that was more him. That was more him, more
Mm-hmm.
influenced by him,
Yeah.
and that didn't work out, dude.
No.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying that it is the case in this, but especially if they're moving forward with it,
Mm-hmm.
and like you said, dude, Netflix tends to give the creators their freedom.
Yeah.
But,
So I'm not gonna completely shut out Netflix about it, but it just definitely puts
it's also not a good sign.
it's not a good sign, because of, like, especially we have that bad taste in our mouth with Shyamalan
Oh yeah,
bullshit.
yeah.
So this is just adding another thing to where, can we ever get like a good live action Avatar? It's almost like at the point it's like, don't even try, just keep it animated. But we'll see. I mean, they're gonna keep pushing forward, so we're gonna find out, what they're gonna do with it. So, well, I wish them luck, because I want it deserves to have a good, live
Good
action
storytelling,
yeah,
too,
exactly,
man. You know what I mean?
exactly. See that in action. But yeah, with that, that's it, man. I had to end on that because it's like a big deal. Like I said, you guys need to check it out. It's all on Netflix now, so go watch them. They even though it's animated, it hits home with a lot of like good storytelling. But with all that, again, we want to say thank you for tuning in, and please, if you guys have a second, to all your iPod podcast listeners, please go over to Apple Podcasts or anywhere where you can give us a good review. It helps us out a lot. And on YouTube, please hit the like button and stuff, so it gives us more exposure to everyone. They can all tune in. And I want to first say again, like, thank you for our regulars who continue to support us and stick with us. We have a good time doing this show. Want to keep doing it, and we hope that you stick with us for the very long future, because we're gonna
for the long run here.
yeah, definitely, man, because there's always gonna be something going on with us and movies and comics and TV. So we want to say thank you for that. But Chico, where can the people find you?
Twitter, Killing Joke 127.
Yes, and you can also find me at Twitter at Vic the Tan Man, and I'm definitely gonna keep bringing up some more stats with us Marvel Avengers, man, because oh man, when that game comes out, that's gonna be what I'll be doing in my free time when I have a chance.
Right?
With
Now
that,
that Halo is in the picture.
I know. But with that, I want to say goodbye and see you guys later. Bye.
Deuces, peoples.